talking all things live streaming. Appreciate everybody joining me. Let me know if you have any questions. This is my 10 a.m. where we talk about going live with ease and confidence. And so I want you to make sure that you are starting your new year off right and that you go live. Go live in a way that feels confident and easy for you, but go live. Okay. All right, friends. So we're gonna get started. I always say we gotta get started. We gotta get started. We are trying our best to make sure that we are sharing information. So I want to make sure that you guys get all the information you need to go live with ease and confidence, friends. So I did not put a picture up. I'm kicking myself off. I usually add a picture to my live stream as I get ready to start it, and I forgot to do it. So I hit live so quickly. Luna, look at you living your soft life. I love it. You're like, I'm coming to your YouTube channel. I'll be your TikTok live. How you doing, friend? Great live. You know, I was pressing. I was like, you should not have told me you had only 15 more minutes left. I was like, give me an affirmation card. Like, send me an affirmation. Let me know what my affirmation is this morning. I love that for you too when you turn on that card. So yes, so you can always turn on your card. The audience control will automatically cut off for you. And so all your numbers showed up. I was like, oh, she don't see those numbers going up. It got up to 115. I was like, oh, look at you. I was like, good job. You got your followers. You said it's so helpful. Yes, yes. So that was cool. That is a little bit of a that when you do that little bump like that, it's good because I think you said it was crazy. I think you got a couple extra followers from that. That didn't come from us coming in. I brought my account. Flourish brought her other account. But for the most part, I think you grabbed one or two more from when you turn that card on. So that's not a bad strategy if you wanted to get a little bit of a bump. I was actually running late because I'm trying to test some of Flourish her strategies too when it comes to getting more people in the room and just priming the algorithm to know what you're doing and what you're saying. So I just threw my what do you call it, that post I did yesterday into my live into my story. I think I did. I tried to talk about my niche. Yes, you did talk about your niche. Um, I didn't catch your beginning, and I heard you recap a couple times, so that was good. Obviously, as we were talking, we kind of took you away from your niche conversation. So, but you definitely reiterated a few times. Yes, so you did really good. So her tip, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna say her story suggestion was good too, where she said, "Hey, throw something into your story, like the same video each day." That video actually did really well, but I think it was a combination of things. When I really, I'm always analytical. That video, hello friends, I didn't start my live. Hi friends who are watching me. I just realized, I just thought it was me and Luna in the room. Well, welcome to the room, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. I am Dr. Lisa with Launch Your Income Agency. I'm a TikTok Creator Network agency. So if you're new to my live, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I say like the live. And then also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, click the subscriber button so that you can subscribe to the channel, and then click that bell so you can get notifications of when I go live and I post content. So I will be here daily. I come twice a day at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. Housekeeping, some things that we talk about. Hey, pals, pals is in the room. So Luna's in the room, pals. The idea barista is pals. so, so my moderator's in the room, and so she will be checking the chat. But definitely connect with her. She is a wealth of knowledge and information when it comes to optimizing your profile on YouTube. So I appreciate everybody being here. He said, "Hey, Luna. Hey, pals." And so I appreciate you all joining me over here. And so we treat this as an opportunity for you to learn about live streaming. So please ask questions if you're curious about live streaming. I also say let's keep it professional. You have to be 18 years and older to go live on TikTok or on YouTube. So I usually will stream this as a way for you guys can to hear about TikTok live. It's very dynamic, a lot of things on the screen, a lot going on over on the TikTok streets, but here not so much. So this is going to become a playlist for me, so you can go back to my content review videos. I'm going to be sharing some stuff out. So let me know if you have questions in the meantime, because I do see the comments and I do respond to them. So let me know if you have questions, but a lot of the conversation is going to be focused on TikTok. because I'm going to go over there in just a few moments. Um, Other things, housekeeping. We have our housekeeping rules. So 18 years and older, to both stream on YouTube and TikTok. So I ask that you are 18 and older if you're on this channel, just so that you can get as much out of it as possible. If you keep your comments professional, I usually go over the common questions I get from this conversation. Luna, I don't know if you're normally here to hear me with my common questions, but we have people from all over the world that will come in and chat with us for a little bit. So I usually get the question about where am I from. So I am in Florida, Orlando, Florida to be exact, but I'm in Florida. I am married, happily married. Thank you for the hair compliments. Thank you for the lipsticks. Thank you for the beautiful comments. I appreciate the compliments. I accepted and received it, and thank you. But we're going to stay focused on live streaming, okay? So those are my common questions I get all the time. And so, yes. So I just have to start there. Just start there. And then Pal should usually throw it in the chat like, yes, she is married. She is. Thank you for her compliments. Let's focus on live streaming. She's in Florida. So it's cute, but that's what we get over here. So YouTube is a little different from TikTok, but it's all good. It's all good. You'll have people, like, as you can tell, Luna, unless the person comments or says something, you don't know who's in the room. So you just kind of talking, and then somebody will come in and chime in and say something. And then there's a few regulars. Pals has been better at picking up the regulars than I have been. So there are a few regulars that will come in, and they'll come in and comment on occasion. So that's pretty cool. But it's definitely a different streaming experience, to the point where I don't, I think I get a little bit of a rush from the TikTok side, because you have that human interaction. You feel like there's an audience there. Here, it's different. It's definitely a different experience. I don't know if I would persist in the way I have been if it wasn't for the TikTok side. Maybe that's what I'm saying in a very authentic, honest way. Okay, so YouTube, we got to do better. YouTube, we got to do better. All right. So in the meantime, Luna, great live today. Definitely great live. Her tip about adding that comment in this your live streaming your story, I like that one. That one and that video. My video views have not been great, so that video actually did better than the others have been doing as of late. So I don't know if there's just a lag in views or how things are being pushed out, but we'll see. Like I said, I was kind of disappointed in how my videos have been. The video reach has been, views have been lately. So that video that I did really quickly, and I used a combination of my own search. So when I search for live and talking about TikTok live, there's a search query that pops up. Okay, we'll work on it. Yes, there's a search query that pops up that says TikTok live now. And so I used that language on purpose because I knew that's what people were searching for, or at least that popped up. And so I think that might have helped. But that's essentially what Flores recommended, that you do a video that you can reuse every time to say you're live now. And she uses her niche and terminology, because she says, I have to go back and look at it, but she verbally shared that she said something about the greenhouse is open. Come on in. I'm live now. So she says something to do with plants, like greenhouse or something. So just know that's what I would do. Just kind of use your terms, those keywords, and help the algorithm know what you're doing. So I think that helped quite a bit. So I was talking about live now. Come join me. I'm on TikTok live now. So again, that's helpful. You're essentially teaching the algorithm, and I think as much as you can say it, it's going to help it understand who you are and what you're about. Yeah. All right, friends, I am going to go over on the TikTok streets. So I'm going to go over there. I did try to post a video before. I didn't say I tried. I did post a video before I went live. That's why I'm a little bit behind in my timing, because I was like, I'm going to post the content, y'all. I'm going to post something before I go live, because I'm going to have to think about it later today. I have some other tasks I need to do, but I'm happy I got that video out. Sorry, the 6 train decided to sit in the tunnel. Oh my gosh. You're heading to work, friend. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that. Okay, so let's go live. So you guys will see me in real time actually do the TikTok side. I'll see you see you there too. Okay, perfect. So you guys will see me there. I didn't share out my live yesterday. I still don't agree with the not sharing your live. I have to admit that I'm not in agreement of that with that. But I'm not gonna do it all week. We'll see what it looks like. So we'll see if I can break the habit. But I don't agree with it. Just in principle of why would you not share your live? Because that's what it's for. But that I'm gonna see myself through that one. You said they give you the function as a live host. I know. Yeah, that's so. Yeah, I don't agree with it. So that I don't agree with, and I think everything else makes sense and is probably what is working. I don't believe that is a problematic. Tapping the screen, I could. I don't know if I agree with that one either, but I can concede on that one. The sharing, I think I'm just gonna see what happens this week, but definitely don't think that that is problematic. So let me put my board up. Um, So there we go. I've been using the live streaming tips board as another way to kind of keep myself accountable to saying live streaming and pointing to live streaming, talking about live streaming, all the things. So we'll see. All right, friends, give me 30 more seconds. I just have to set up my screen real quick. Um, and so it's really helpful. My number one fan takes care of tapping for me. Exactly. I gotta set up over here too. So my number one fan. My number one tapper can help with it as well. So let's see. Uh, I'll have that up in a second. And give me 1 second. I'm just gotta set things up over here. All right, friends, we're gonna get started in just a few minutes. Thank you all for being here. Let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate everybody joining. I'm gonna transition in 30 seconds. All right, we're about to go live. Hello, TikTok. Hello, TikTok. Good morning, TikTok. It is Dr. Lisa. Thank you so much for being here. We are talking all things going live. We're talking about live streaming tips for our new people, our experienced creators, people who want to learn to go live with confidence and ease. We are talking all things going live this morning. Let me know if you have any questions about how to go live with confidence, ease, and understanding this platform. How you doing, Resume Workshop? Hey, friend, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Put in the comments that I'm here. Good morning. So I know it's truly you. So thank you so much for joining my live. I appreciate you being here. Luna flying in. I appreciate you coming in as well. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you all for coming in, tapping and sharing out the live. I appreciate you all coming in. Let me know if you guys have questions as you join me as well. Is it Iowa? Thank you so much for being here. Is it Tippy? I'm gonna say Tippy. I saw the Tippy part of your name. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you joining as well. So as you guys come in, let me know if you have questions. This is my 10 o'clock live. I go live at 10 and 4 Eastern every day, giving TikTok live streaming tips. And so we talk about how to go live with confidence, how to go live and build your community, and understanding how to unlock live access as well. I just posted a video about that. So I want you guys to make sure that you are able to come here, feel at ease, come to my live and learn and grow. I answer questions, I support and give back to other creators who are starting their live journey. So let me know if you have any questions. Hey, Leafberry, how are you, friend? Welcome back to the room. I see you, friend. Let me know if you have questions. I think last time you said, I'm back, I'm back. Welcome back, friend. I think you left yesterday saying, I'm so nervous. I get it, friend. I get it. It's hard. This whole live thing, like, what is this about? Thank you all coming in. Hey, Unwritten Unstoppable. So have you ever gone live at all, Leafberry? Let me know if you've ever gone live. No, you haven't. Because if is this your first account on TikTok? Let me know if this is your first account. Never. Okay, this is your first account too, because it says 28 followers. So yes, okay. So you don't have live access yet. So we want to get you to 50 followers. We want to get you to be an engaged person. We're going to talk about, if you see Unwritten Unstoppable, she said, good morning. She has a badge that says 24, almost 25, friend. Woo, she'll be flying in the room. Um, and then she also has the Lisa badge. We're going to talk about that today because those are the ways that TikTok live hosts. Everybody, thank you for the hat and mustache. Appreciate you, friend, being a title gifter. Thank you so much for that. You know what? I forget every time it's funny. I try to go and visit and engage before I go live. So I was in Luna's room. I went to Flora's room. I went to E-Nurse room this morning. I didn't get to my other people's rooms. But with that, I realize it's Monday because I engaged. And then I come back here and I forget that it's Monday, y'all. I just forget. So you guys are, thank you so much, title gifter. Oh, look at you guys. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much, Luna. I see you guys, title gifters. Thank you for supporting in the room. So, I was like, oh, it is Monday. Monday, so my Leafberry friend. So, Monday's on TikTok Live. So, when you're on a live stream, it is a little different, slightly different, depending on the room you go into, because TikTok has these different ways to get engagement in your room and get people to engage, rather. Setting up my little friend that doesn't want to tap right today. So it is setting up, it is a way for the algorithm to see, let me back up because I was talking about the algorithm because of the tapper. And I'm noticing the taps, are they coming in? Okay, I guess they are. Thank you, Love Universal. How you doing, friend? So it's a way for TikTok to know how you're performing. So every Monday they reset what's called a gift gallery. If you click my photo here, and this is for anybody new in the room, you can click this real quick. If you click my photo, my mini profile is going to pop up. When my mini profile pops up, I want you to click the thing that says gift gallery. So that gift gallery resets every Monday with new gifts. And as you can tell, people become title gifters. And so that's what Luna and Unwritten Unstoppable just did. They became title gifters of some of the gifts in there, the hat and mustache, the kisses, and the hand hearts. So just recognizing that that's something that you'll see happen a lot on Mondays, depending on what time the live host goes. Some people get their gallery lit up pretty early. And so a lot of things happen on Mondays because of the new work week, when you think about it as a work week. So that's what's happening, friend. Leaf Berry, I'm going to share some more information with you because I just want to make sure you understand the growth that can happen on TikTok. TikTok allows you to monetize pretty early, more so, and I also co-stream on YouTube. Hello, my friends on YT. I also over there, but when you're a live streamer here, you have a different experience in terms of how people can see you. From a viewer perspective, we can see our viewers. The other room can see you. There's so many different ways to kind of get your presence known in a live stream. So whether it's tapping the screen, commenting, sharing out the live, and then there's the gifting that happens too and becoming a fan club member. So there's a lot of that happens from a TikTok live that kind of allows people to be visible and seen and have this interaction that happens. Thank you so much. I see you all. Thank you, E-Nurse. I think you popped in. Good morning. Good morning. Others in the room, thank you so much for coming in. Feel free to come in, share out the live. I appreciate all the support too that's happening here. How do you give these gifts? Oh, okay, okay. That is a very great question, and I should have shared that. This is so lost. That is a question I should have shared like 20 minutes ago. so here's what happens. You know what? Let me say this, Leaf Berry. Let me answer that question differently. Okay, before I tell you, the obvious of how to get put coins on your account. I can tell you that real quick, but I want to tell you how to engage first because there's what's called free support. And then there's the support you have to have coins for. So when it comes to sending those gifts, you're actually going to put coins in your account and then you'll be able to send a gift. You'll do this too. Those things you have to have a coin for. So before you get to the coin piece, you almost have to know how to be an engaged viewer so that you can overall support. Okay. And then when it's time to gift and you gift with intentionality based on your budget, based on what you want to share, all the things, then you can gift and you can say, okay, here's how I became a fan club member. Here's how I truly support it. Okay. And then in turn, as you're building your community, you're going to support people, and then you're going to find people who are also understand the assignment, who also will support back. And then when you start going live, you're going to educate your community on how to support and how to engage. Humbo, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for that daily heart mate. Thank you all for coming in. We are talking about live streaming tips, and so we're going to talk about engagement. We'll talk about engagement, but I want you guys to know how to do it as a viewer that is viewing a live streamer, a live stream, as well as a live host. Okay. Thank you so much, Humble Hustles. Thank you so much, friend. Good morning. So really quickly, tapping the screen, you'll see right here we have 5.5K taps. So the screen is tapping, engagement's happening, and the taps come from this. Let me show you real quick. I'm going to show you in real time. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to test out my microphone today, but I'm going to do it later at the 4. I'll try the 4 o'clock. So I don't feel like doing it now. Okay, I had it plugged in because my cord, I don't think this was charged. It's supposed to be wireless, but I don't think it was charging. So you see the little hearts that's happening here. This is actually a device. It's called a tapper. So it allows me to tap freely on my other phone, my other account. And it's tapping my live. It's also in the live new podcast. We're live every Monday, 5 to 6 p.m. on TikTok and FB. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Wow. Look at you, Nature. How you doing, friend? And so this is my other screen. So essentially, if you look really quickly here at the top where the numbers are, that's what you see in here as well. It says 7.1. If I turn my tapper on, it's tapping those hearts. And you see that pink heart that popped up? It's tapping away. And that heart got fatter. And it started percolating little dots out of it. And it's going, hey, Stronger, Stronger, you need to accept my invite to the agency. Hello, friends. Thank you so much, everyone, coming in. So it's tapping, tapping, tapping. And if I stop the tapping, confetti's going to fall on the screen. And it'll say how many likes were sent. I think it says 3. What was that? 3 something. I can't remember. I can't see it. But with that confetti falls on the screen. You see the confetti. I don't. So that's a way to show how many likes you sent. And so you want to like someone's live. Those likes are free. It supports. It helps the live. It helps the engagement in the room. It tells TikTok people are here. They're interacting. Let me go look. Okay, perfect. It should be in your inbox. If you don't see it, you should see an invite from the agency under the system notification. And so hey, Black Lotus, how you doing, friend? What's the tool called? The tool is called the clicker. I think that's what it's called. If you go into my photo again, my mini profile pops up. If you scroll down to the bottom, it says showcase. It'll say Dr. Lisa's Launch Your Income Showcase. In my showcase is that device. The one without the cord. You want the wireless one. That's a lot easier. The corded one is fine, but you want the wireless one. Okay? So, and I'll have to admit, you said, okay. I have to admit, I think it's a device that you might, depending on how frequently you stream and how frequently you visit and see it and use it, it's probably a device you need to purchase. I don't know how long they last because, like I said, this one is kind of acting up a little bit. So I'm going to assume that they last maybe 3 to 4 months, but I use mine quite a bit. D, how you doing? Thank you for following the creator. I appreciate your friend. Hello, Black Lotus. Good morning. Unwritten Unstoppable. Be right back. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for coming through. And so I think it's something you said, Minds to Design. Is that D? Hey, friend. Minds to. Hey, friend. Thank you for the daily heart maze. Thank you, everybody, for the daily heart maze. What do you say? Yours, you needed to repurchase? Yeah, I think I use it quite a bit. I think it's one of those things where it's only going to last for so long. So I think that's what's happening. Yours is acting up too. Yes. Yeah, I don't think they last longer than, I'm going to say 3 to 4 months. Maybe you might get 6 months. Flash Gold, not yet. I haven't gotten the Flash Gold yet. Hey, Flourish. Hello, friend. Another great live. I didn't catch the end, so I don't know, but I'm assuming it was another great live, friend. Mondays are always good with, obviously with the gift gallery reset. Yes, ma'am. So live streaming. So let me go back to engagement in the live stream. So for my friend Leaf Berries, you said super fan number 1. Look at that. You got another super fan. Look at you, friend. I love that. I love to hear those updates. So okay, leaf berries. So let me go back, friends. So commenting. You see the comments that happen. You were asking a lot of great questions. You're asking about this interaction. Those comments are great because that helps the live as well as people are commenting. And if you click my photo, click your comment box, and there's a little heart, a grayed out heart. Hey, Clinty, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for coming to my live. Um, and so it allows you to send stickers. And so you'll see people send stickers, and there's all types of stuff there, but they became a fan club, so they have access to those stickers. That's part of the daily heart me. So daily, every day, heart me. Sometimes I say it so fast, you're like, what are you saying? So it's daily heart me. Okay. So you'll hear people say, did you grab your daily heart me? Did you get your daily heart me? All those type of things. So that's what's happening when it comes to the live stream. Okay. That's another term that people are using, and that's that little thing that pops up over my head. I'll explain that further because there's a lot more that's to that. So comments are great. Sharing out the live. We're going to share the live out. If you guys don't mind sharing my live, I would really appreciate it. The sharing the live is that arrow in the corner. You can share it to your stories. You can repost it. You can also send it to individuals there. You also can do a power share. I said the other day, there's a lot of Easter eggs in this live stream. So when you press down my nose or my glasses and press down here and press the screen, on the live stream, it will show, hey, smiles for the follow, appreciate your friend. It will show where a list of your followers, a list of people you can share it out to. You can share it out to individuals. So that's called a power share. And you'll hear live hosts say, hey guys, let's power share, let's get it out, let's share out the live, do all that. And they'll say it throughout the live because that also helps to get more visibility, boost your live stream, send it to new people because you got new friends that came into the room, and then their friends become your friends, and y'all become friends. And so all of that comes part of the way the live stream is being successful because people are sharing the love. Okay, so you will see that, and so a lot of people will try to encourage their viewers to share it out as much as possible, especially in the beginning. Hey Gracie, how you doing, friend? Gracie, it's late, ain't it? Gracie, I cannot unhear when you told me you live in Australia, friend. I'm like, oh my gosh. I know it's late right now. Just share to my story. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for the follow, Jay. How you doing? My friends coming in who are coming in supporting. I appreciate you all coming through. Let me know, Smiles. Thank you for the follow as well. Hello, friend. Let me know where you're from. If you are new to my live, say I'm new. You got your email in there. It says Mom Fitness Self Improvement Shopping. That's your bio. Flash goal. Flash goal just popped up. So here is a flash goal. So a flash goal is a goal that TikTok gives. I don't set it. It's something that TikTok gives. It gave us the TikTok to your live. It's that little symbol. It's a $1 gift. I need 14 of them. So that's 14 individual people. So it's one per person. So 14 individual people can get, if you don't mind sharing a TikTok around, what's the name of the symbol again, y'all? What is the name? What's the name of that again? I was thinking about TikTok. I love you so much. I was like, no, that's not it. So thank you, newbie. Smiles, you're newbie here. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you coming through. Anybody who's new, put it in the chat for me. I might have missed just TikTok. Okay, just TikTok. That's it. Just TikTok. Oh, that's why it's a J, huh? Y'all, I just caught that. I just caught that. I was like, oh, I get it now. So, seated together. Thank you so much for being here. It's called a TikTok. I love it. You said I accepted days ago. Just check it. It says I am waiting for more information via email. No, that's different. Mm-mm. It didn't. No, it didn't accept you. Then something on my side, it didn't go through. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's still pending invitation access, acceptance rather. Yeah. Stronger message me so we can I can make sure I message you back after the live so I don't forget to follow up with you. Hey D, thank you so much. Everybody coming through, I appreciate you. I'll send you a message about the live stream. Yeah, so let me see. On my side, it's still pending, so it's not, and you shouldn't get an email. So that doesn't sound like that should have been that way. Appreciate you all coming through. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Project Loop. I see you with the other friend coming through to get that just TikTok. Appreciate you all supporting that flash goal. Flash goal really quickly for your live stream. It is something you want to try to do and achieve. I tell people all the time, you can't dismiss it. Don't get me wrong. I would encourage it. I would try to put it out there and see if you can achieve it. If you can achieve it, that's great because it signals to the algorithm that your community is an engaged community. And thank you so much. You're with your Daisy, Sultry Dad. I see you, friend. Thank you so much for stopping through. D's Digital, see the stickers coming through. Okay, so when it comes to engagement, you have the tapping, you have the sharing, you have the gifting. The live goal is part of that. We are almost there. Luna, thank you so much with that backup to the backup. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for supporting. And I think we might just be one or two left. Yep, two left. Two left of the just TikToks. You guys are sweet. I appreciate the backups coming through to save the day. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. I think we just got it. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate the support. This live stream is moving and shaking. So you guys are doing your thing this morning. I appreciate the support on this Monday morning. Thank you all for helping out with that. You have the Vikings, no such thing as tapping. I'm just saying. Thank you so much, Black Lotus. I appreciate your friend. Did they do well yesterday, football wise? I didn't catch up with them. Okay, friends. So Leafberry, let me know if you're still with me. Let me talk about coins. Let's talk about that because she asked that question like 20 minutes ago. And so let me answer the question. There's a couple things I want you to pay attention to. So to get coins, there's two ways to do it. If you click the gift box in the corner here, you said I'm here. Appreciate you, friend. If you click the gift box in the corner, for the live, you have that's where all the different gifts in the right corner of that gift box is actually where you can recharge and get coins. That's in the app. I wouldn't encourage you to do that. I just told you where it's at, but I wouldn't tell you to do that as the first option to get coins to recharge. I would actually tell you to go to the website. If you click right here where this area is, there's typically a coin symbol there. Let me know if some of y'all don't see it there because I think they now have it there for everybody. But if you scroll past, this is TikTok's campaigns and information TikTok wants to share. And one of the messages there, you'll see these gold coins. And that's where, hey, buddy with curls, how you doing, friend? That's where you can see, essentially you can click that and it'll take you to the web page and you can recharge from the website. I'm with an agency currently. Can I switch? Smiles, I can't coach or poach. One of my friends in the room, can we answer Smiles' question? Just to be on the safe side. But Smiles, the answer is yes. What I tell you is that you want to always talk to your agency first. You want to talk to them and make sure you are answering, getting information from them first. That's the official way to do it. But there is a process. Okay, so I will say that much. There is a process. Good morning, Yue. How you doing? Yes. Hello. How you doing, Catastic. Hey, Allison. How you doing? He said, switch, switch, switch. Thank you, Dr. Q, for the follow. I appreciate your friend. Thank you. Um, so I will. I'll talk about the agency in a second. I want to make sure. Smile, talk to me. We are in the same boat. Yes, hey friend, how you doing, Castastic? And so I'll talk about the Creator Network Agency in a second. I'll talk about that soon, and then I will talk about the process. How about that? So stay with me. I'll talk about the process overall for any general knowledge information. So you can read the tea leaves, okay, on that one. So I'll share some information. So here's where so really quickly, friends. So when it comes to getting coins, you want to go to the website www.tiktok.com/coin, COIN. That's where you can recharge and get coins there. There's a discount there that they give, so you get a little bit more for your money. And as opposed to doing it here in the box. And so when you send a gift, you'll be able to get the daily heart me. That's one coin. Thank you so much, Yue. Thank you for the glasses. Appreciate you. I need to look because it matches my little scarf today. So Yes, yes, yes. We got this. Okay. Yes. Y'all got it, friends. And so, thank you, Eugene. Thank you so much, friend. Um, and so you want to make sure you have coins in your account so you can get the daily heart meet. I'm going to talk about that more. That fan club is so important to your live stream. Those are your people. Those are your people. And so you want to make sure you understand. Thank you so much, Dr. Q. You want to make sure that you understand how to engage that community, how to understand how they're supporting your live stream, and obviously helping people who are fan club members. You got to educate and help them understand their engagement matters. Sharing the live. Thank you, Black Lotus. See your friend. Appreciate you. Their engagement matters. The comments, the stickers that are there. That's part of being a fan club member. Sharing out the live, liking the live. Those are the things that you want them to do. Um, and Dr. Q, you're a pharmacist, wife, special needs mama, mental health advocate. Thank you for being here, friend. Do you go live? So any of my new friends in the room, Soda, how you doing? Thank you for that daily heart. Me appreciate your friend. Any of my friends new to the live stream, if you are new, tell me you're new. Put new in the chat. We'll talk. You said, so are you on another phone so you can read and also engage? Okay, you're asking me that as the live host from you're asking me what I'm doing. So I'm on another phone. I have two phones. That's why you asked that question because you saw this phone. I'm on two phones and I'm primarily looking at this phone and I see your comments. And I'm engaging, I'm moving up and down, sliding my finger across, looking at your comments. So I'm on my phone here. This is my backup. And so this phone, and the tapper is not acting right, y'all. It really isn't. Um, and so my backup is over here, and I'm looking at that to make sure it's tapping. So that's probably why you see me turning my head a little bit, but I'm mainly here. So, yeah. Do you have to have two phones? No, you do not. This is just my process. This phone was acting up. This was my primary. For a while, I only had one phone. And I got a new phone over the summer. I got it for my birthday. So I started going live daily in January of last year, January 2025, January 1st. Every day I had been going live, almost every day. But I was using this phone. This phone was kind of an older model, and I could tell the storage, the way the signal, the Wi-Fi was active. It was just not operating correctly. So I upgraded my phone. So then I ended up with two devices. And so this device now I use for my other account, the agency account, and it's tapping, it's in the room, it's supporting the live just like you all are. So that's what's happening there. He said, I'm back. Let me see. I missed a couple of my comments here. Let me know if that made sense, Leafberry. Do you have to have two devices? No. Do I encourage you? Do I see a benefit in having the two? Yeah, I do. I don't think it's a bad idea. Golden Tooth, you're new as well. Thank you so much, Golden Tooth. We're going to have to give you some homework. Soda, thank you for the Do It Scare stickers. Let's throw some stickers in there for Golden Tooth, the creator bio, y'all. Golden Tooth, we got some homework for you. I'm going to talk about it in a second. Could you use the iPad as a backup? You could. You absolutely could. I'm using my tablet for my YT channel. So really quickly, let me show you guys that. I'm live two places. So I'm here. Hey friends over there. And so I'm two different places. So this is where my tablet is located right now. It's on my YT, my channel over there. So I'm using two different devices. Why did my phone get light like that? I think my phone's lighting was off. Okay, I like it. It says, can you use an iPad for another one? A phone? Yeah, sure can. I didn't use my. He said, "Oh, that's so smart." I did not use my tablet. Now, granted, I could have made this my primary for the live stream. However, I didn't care for how the iPad has my orientation for the camera. It's off to the side. So every time I would talk, you guys would see, excuse me, it would look like I'm looking to the side of you as opposed to looking straight on. So I didn't like that. It looked weird. So I decided to just stick to my phone. And that's when I was torn because I got the iPad before I got the new phone. And so I was like, well, I'll just use my iPad and I'll just switch to having a bigger device. And it really, it was like a no for me. And so I ended up upgrading my phone over the summer. And so I ended up with the three devices when you think about it now. Yeah. And so now the tablet is used for my streaming of my YouTube. Yeah, so hey, Coach Rhonda, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. So yes, that's what happened with the two devices. Let me know if we need to talk about that more for the live stream, because I know some of you are like, okay, how do I do this? What am I supposed to be doing? How do I get set up? What's my setup? I can go set up conversation if you want to go there. We absolutely could have that conversation. My friends in the room who are new, so Golden Tooth. Is that what we just said? Golden Tooth. I was going to talk about the bio for a second. So are you and YT at the same time? Yep. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. So I am same name, same name. So branding. You always got to think about your branding. Same exact name channel on the YT, and I'm just using the YT streaming. You need 50 followers, subscribers over there to do it, and I've been doing this every day, twice a day, since April. So I started on YT in April, but here I started in January. Thank you for the follow, love, joy. Thank you so much, friends. Would love to hear. Tell me, well, what you want me to say? You want to, Coach Rhonda, let me know. Where should I start? What should I say? Because I love your setup. I love, and I'm about to upgrade myself a little bit as I think about my setup, especially with using. It's funny. I was going to try to use a mic today. I didn't turn on my microphone. I had it sitting over here. I didn't sync it. So I was thinking about doing it. I probably should, so you guys can tell me if it's bad or good. But I'm gonna wait. I'll wait. I'll do it at my 4 o'clock, um, and make sure I have it all set up. And then I was gonna use my. I'm getting upgraded podcast. The podcast microphone. I do have one. It's. I wasn't gonna use that for here, so I'm gonna wait until I get the nicer one, and then in the interface as well. Again, thinking about streaming, podcast, voice acting, all those things. So I'm still trying to play around with my setup in that way. So that's the next move. But Coach Rhonda has already taken that journey. So I'm so proud of you, friend. Miss Beautiful, I thank you so much for being here. I had a mic and always said I needed to use and never remembered. That's my issue. If I had this mic for like 6 months, y'all. And then the other mic was a scratchy mic. So that's why I'm like, I'm gonna test it with you all to see if it scratches. So I may not be able to wear a mic because if it's gonna have some friction and you guys are not gonna be able to hear because of the static and the scratchy stuff going on, I may not be able to wear it because I'm not gonna sit here and hold it the whole time either. So I gotta think about that. The podcast mic, I actually have one sitting here. I actually do have one. I don't use it because it is I don't want to connect it to my phone. But I may think about that too. Nika Grace flying in. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for coming in. Let's see. I have multiple devices. I want to use them smarter. Yes. I think that's my thing. Our friends, let me say this about the agency. Y'all, there is so much knowledge and information in this agency. I'm just impressed. A little bit overwhelmed, but impressed. But no, I'm just thinking like Carol, Halleck, that whole conversation just blew my mind. I was like, I could do it. I should be doing it. I'm there. Just need to do the thing. What is the thing? I'm not quite sure yet. Still need to figure out what the thing is. But I need to do it. And I just need to now set it up to that way. So that I'm impressed about. And so I appreciate them sharing that. I didn't use my mic last night. I hate that I have to plug my mic into weird phone headphones. That too. That's what I need to kind of figure out too. So all of that stuff is like circulating for me. Like, what do I do? How do I set it up right? So I'm gonna do that. But honestly, my newbies in the room, what we're talking about now is like stage 3, maybe even stage 4 of this journey. Stage 1, as you can tell, I got a phone in my mouth. That's all I'm doing. Talking on my phone. That's it. Real basic. So what we're talking about like is now like the enhancements, the upgrades you want to do to your live. Sound does matter. Lighting, as you can tell, matters. Um, Internet connection. I don't want to underestimate the internet connection, y'all. Ooh, it will make or break you. And that was kind of what was happening with my phone, where I needed to upgrade my old phone because it was not helping my live stream. My live stream was suffering because it wasn't getting the connection it needed. Storage, your phone matters for your live stream. Yes, it will. You said it will. It will. That darn internet. I know. It will. It is. That's what this is. If you're live streaming, you need internet. You need it. You need Wi-Fi. You need a strong signal. You need all the things. So you need the connection. And so if you don't have the connection, then you don't have a stream. I'm just gonna say that. That's it in a nutshell. So thank you being a title gifter. That money gun. Thank you so much, Mrs. Treetop. Appreciate you. Thank you all for coming into the live. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you all. And so, yeah, that matters. That absolutely matters. Gracie, thank you for joining. Look at you, the corgi, too. Appreciate you, Mrs. Treetop. Thank you for the support, friend. So, yeah, your live stream is looking for that internet connection. So, again, light, phone, internet, and that's the starting ground. Okay, so that's the starting. So if you do a tablet or if you do your phone, that's totally fine. But light, sound, internet are the key to your live stream. And then everything else we're talking about, upgrading your sound in terms of your mic and how you use that, upgrading your space, how you do that. Coach Rhonda, she is honestly, I love your journey because you probably are the poster child for somebody who's like, hey, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do it scared. I'm gonna go live. She was live on her kitchen counter. She was like, "Yeah, y'all, how y'all doing?" She was right in the kitchen. We saw all her little beautiful kitchen in the background, and now she's like in this nice little cushy little. I don't know what is that your office or is that the living room? I don't know where you're at, but she has like this nice corner with the lights behind her. I don't know if it's a real plant. Flourish, you might have to get on her. I don't know if it's a real plant or not, but she has this nice little spot where she's on her sofa. Her mic is there, and she's talking to you all. So you said that's your living room? Nice. So it looks nice. Yes. You said they are real plants. Oh, they're real plants. Unlike my fake one back here. She said they're real. It's me. I'm the problem. But no, so that is key to your live stream. When you said no fake plant time, but that's important to your live stream because if you're thinking about going live and you're going to do this successfully, that is a factor too. The ambiance you're setting, your visuals, your room, that space. It does matter too. People nosy. People looking at what your space look like. So you got to make sure your space looks good. Let me know. I think some of our friends who came in, if you are new, I know I missed some folks. Golden Tooth, you're still here. So my friends who are here and you are new, let's talk about the bio real quick. Let me talk about that for your live stream because as you come into a live, I want to make sure your profile is optimized. And that's key when you're first starting off. You got to have a strong bio. You got to say, thank you. How you doing? Is it Alicia? Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. So with that, you want to make sure you have a strong bio in there too, so people know who you are and what you're about. But even before we know, TikTok needs to know because TikTok needs to see what your page is going to be about. So as you optimize your profile, you want to have a strong nickname, a name that resonates to your brand. You have a photo or an image there. You also have a username that you're going to use that's unique for you. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. And then when it comes to that bio, the bio is going to say the keywords that are important for your content, whatever you're going to be posting about. And so those words should resonate in your bio. How you doing? Healthy Healing with Bailey. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for joining. And so then you're going to be able to optimize your profile, so your content, your bio, all those things should resonate. If you decide to go live, that should be aligned as well. So what you're talking about in your live stream should be reflected in your content, should be reflected in your bio. Okay. And so as people are searching for your page or searching for that topic you're discussing, your content could come up or should come up because you've put in the right keywords to making sure that your page is also reflected. Thank you so much. Thank you for that, Mr. Treetop. Thank you for the daily heart me as well, friend. And so when everything's said and done, have a bio. So have a bio. Now, here's some things about the bio. I talked about this a little bit yesterday because I want you guys, you said that's cute. It was cute. I talked about this yesterday because I want you guys to make sure you're looking at your bio now I put the little glasses in with a nice set of lenses, okay? So you're looking at at your bio like, okay, does it reflect what I talk about in my content? Do I feel like my bio and what's in my content, there's some alignment there? Does it have my live stream if I'm a live host? Does it have my live stream hours, days? If you do pop-ups maybe, you know, time zone. Okay? Does that, oh, the DJ glasses came out. Thank you, Nika Grace. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for that. You guys are awesome. I appreciate your friend. Thank you for supporting that gift gallery goals. Thank you for that. Good morning. Oh, good morning, Holly Q. Good morning to the 92% and the Black Girl Podcast is everywhere. Hello, Holly Q. And so just recognizing like what's in your bio. The other thing I will tell you to add, and I just added it to mine, is that you should have an email address in there. Yeah. Because thank you, Allison, for the follow. I appreciate it. Alicia, thank you for the follow. Thank you for that daily hurt me too, Fred. So as you are going live, and people are going to get to know you. They're going to get to know, like, and trust you. We talk about the know, like, and trust all the time in here because at the end of the day, that's what you're building. You're building community, a community that needs to see and feel and connect with you. And thank you for the shares. I appreciate all the sharing that's happening. Thank you all. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, let's see if we can get it up to maybe let's push for 200 today. Why not? I looked at it, I was like, I was already over 100. Let's go for 200. Thank you all. Thank you for the shares, Fred. I appreciate it. And so when everything's said and done, thank you for the repost as well. Love Universal Apostle. How are you, friend? Thank you for coming in. So as you think about your live stream, people are going to get to come. They're going to get to know you. What's going to happen is that brands are going to reach out to you. Partnerships, collab deals. You'll get emails for that. Okay. So I think it's going to be important for you to, again, have that email there so people can get a hold of you. Now, a lot of that stuff may be junk messages, stuff that you need to ignore. Don't respond to everybody. Please use discernment. Please use discernment. But at the same time, there may be that one opportunity. You're like, wait a minute. I need to stop and look at this. This might be something here. There's something here. Let me explore and investigate this a little further. And so because of that, you had your email in your bio. They were able to reach you. So just know that those opportunities could come available to you as well. So I just want to say that to you. I think those are ways that you want to add to your bio. So you want to be intentional about setting that up so people can see that. Those in the room, I appreciate you being here. Again, if you're new, that was for my friends. If you're new, you can put new in the chat. I do look at bios. And so as you think about going live, we talk about how long you should go live. I get that all the time. Like, how long should you go live? How long should I go live? Alicia, you said new. How are you, friend? Thank you so much. Pop-up live host. Okay, you got the pop-up version in there. I love that. Your locked bestie. I love that. Maintenance tips, growth, and product gems helping you love your crown. Love it. Love it, friend. So, pop-ups. When do you have kind of a somewhat of a schedule? When do you go live? And how often have you been going? How long have you been going live, brother? Yeah, thank you so much for the follow, the non-toxic teapot. Thank you so much. It's a cool name. How long have you been going live too? So here's the thing. Thank you for that daily heart me. I appreciate it, friend. Let's see. That, my friend, it says, I like all things garden, natural, herbal, and non-toxic. Hence the name non-toxic teapot. I love that. I love it. Do you go live, friend? You said no schedule. You just pop up. Just pop up. I'm new here. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it, friend. What I would tell you is, are you trying to build a community? Like, what's your? I mean, I'm assuming you're talking about your lock journey. You're talking about hair care, that type of stuff. And so, are you trying to do it on a regular, or is it like, you know what? I'm more of a content person. I've had people talk about that, like, are they really a live host? Are they on the live side or are they on the content side? I have to tell you guys, I'm a live person. The content is my Achilles heel. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to do the content. So before I came live today, I did a post. And knock on wood, we're day 12. I've done a post every day in January. We got to clap to that. Because because I probably would have stopped by now. But this is probably a record for me to do 12 days in a row, because I do these moments where I'll do like post, and then I'll stop for like 5, 6 days, and then I'll post, and then I'll stop for 5, 6 days. So thank you for the class. I appreciate it. But at the end of the day, you got to do it because that helps your page as well. Hey Lisa, how are you, friend? You said I'm a pop up lover too. Laugh out loud, but I love making content. So you like the content side. Oh yeah. Congratulations, friend. Thank you so much. Working on something more consistent. Yes. Hey Chris, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Those are coming in the room. I appreciate you. Chris, you missed my whole you need a bio. And we're going to talk about the bio again. I'm going to make sure people get that. So I'm going to give you a little homework. Thank you for the follow, Chris. But yeah, so I want you guys to make sure that your profile is optimized. So that's why I talk about the bio as well, so that we can come in and we can get to know each other. You said, Castastic, let's see, that's an important distinction because I never thought of it in that way. Yes, yes, the live versus the content. Yeah, the live streaming side, like I said, I can come on here, I can get to chatting with you all, we can get to talking. You said put your email in your bio. Yes, put your email in your bio. You're asking why? Um, it's a good strategy if you are also thinking about your content. So when you think about your content should speak to an audience. I tell people that all the time, even for the live stream. You are talking to somebody. You're talking to your target audience. You're not talking to everybody. Everybody ain't for your content. Your content ain't for everybody. So just recognize that you're talking to somebody. Who's your audience? Who is that person you're talking to? And because of that audience, there's a brand that is also targeting that audience. So as you're thinking about collaborations and opportunities, you want to be strategic about, okay, what type of brands can I connect with based on my topic? So my friend who's into herbals, natural gardening, those type of things, you could potentially be talking to companies that also are in that industry, that field, and promoting products like that for that similar products, but also for an audience that look like you, that reflects you. And so with everything said and done, you might be a great spokesperson to that audience talking about their product. Okay, so just know, Holly Q, are you still in the room? Let me shout out Holly Q real quick. Holly Q, I don't know if she's still here. Holly Q, I think your backup's in the room. I said it on the okra water call yesterday. Just saying, I got me some okra water coming. I'm gonna be like Holly Q. I'm gonna be like, hey, okra water. But I'm excited to try it. I hadn't tried it yet, so I'm excited to try it. So good morning, Danielle. How are you, friend? So I'm really excited to try it. Halaku got me thinking about okra water. That stuff that you never thought about before. I was like, what? So now I got me some on the way. I'm here setting up for the sunshine report. Okay, she's about to go live shortly. But tell me what time you're gonna go live. Anybody else, if you're gonna go live, put it in the chat so we can get some engagement going for your live, but also engagement going for the room. But yes, I did sit on it. Did you all see the fountain? I sat in on. I think I sat in for about 20 minutes. Yeah, and I ordered me. I think it's an 8 pack coming. So I'm gonna be just like you, like yes, an okra water. But my point is, you said I do. What you say? I do. You going live, Daniel? Let us know, friend. But I say that he said it's so. He said I was so thrilled. You did awesome too. But it's stuff like that. She's pretty much the poster child, in my opinion, for someone who is very intentional about my topic aligns with brands. And because of that, I can be in partnership. We can talk about collaborations because I understand what I do. And then I ultimately can reach out to people who I want to be in business with, I want to be in collaboration with, in partnership with. And so that's what she did. So that is awesome. And that's the way you should think about this. So the email your bio is a way for them to reach out to you because they may see your content and say, oh, wait a minute. I like what she's doing. Let's reach out to her or him, them. And so it just depends on what you're trying to promote. Travel agent, travel content. I go live. Mama's travel team. See, and there you go. There you have it. And you also do UGC. That's good, and that's great actually because again, you're thinking about the brands. You're thinking about the partnerships that can happen in a very intentional way. Need to start going live. Yes, you need to start to go live, guys. You got to start going live. Love that. Yes. I'm definitely pro live. Like I said, I save lives. Love y'all. Hey, Michelle, I'm gonna get some news for you soon. I'm gonna press her. Today is my press day. Um, A Bloom, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate your friend. Thank you for that. You said, I'm going live this evening at 6 p.m. Eastern. I do pop up different times. That's Lisa Bailey. She's a money motivator. Definitely want to connect with her. She's going to talk about finances for you guys. So definitely connect and make sure you're getting some good advice about your finances in this upcoming year, or this new year rather. Thank you so much, Eners, for coming back in. Patrick, thank you for joining. Those who are joining the room, I appreciate you joining in. If you are new to my live, I'm Dr. Lisa. I talk about live streaming. I am a creator network agency, meaning that it's a free program that TikTok has here for creators that are going live. They consider people who haven't hit certain milestones as rookies. So you're a rookie until you've hit these other milestones. Milestones meaning the diamonds that you get in your live. So as you go live, you are growing your channel, your live stream platform, and you're growing in your leagues. You're growing in how people engage in your room, and you ultimately are collecting diamonds from the gifting and engagement that happens in your life. Once you hit a certain number, milestone, TikTok says you're not a rookie anymore. Okay? So until then, you're a rookie and you're growing. Okay? Let's grow together. That's Lisa Bailey. Yes. And so as you are live streaming, you want to know how to do it correctly. You don't know what you don't know. And so there's different agencies and you can decide which one you want to belong to. I've tried to go live from my phone, but it only gave me the option to go live from TikTok Studio. Wormhole Compost. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Compost, wigglers. That's the words? Okay. Gardening, grow something, health, wellness. Do what you can where you can. You said it only gave you TikTok Studio. You meant Live Studio. Let me see something. Hold on. Did I miss it? Oh, you don't have enough followers. I'm sorry. I read your whole bio. Did not look at your followers. You can't go live yet. You got to go live with 50 followers or more. So you don't have enough yet. The computer, TikTok Live Studio is the computer. I don't know if you can go live with less than 50 followers on the computer. I don't think you can. I think you got to have 50 followers. You got to get live access even on the computer. They have to approve you to go live over there. So you need to get more followers. You need to get more engagement. Actually, it's a combination of engagement and followers. Um, so you want to definitely engage in the room. You want to definitely, you say it's still a rookie. You're getting there, friend. You're growing. This is gonna be a good month for you. Thank you, CC, for the follow. Appreciate your friend. You said greetings. Thank you for having this space. You are so welcome. Yes, from my computer. Yes, that's TikTok Live Studio. I make that distinction because there is a such thing. Hey, Janine, there is a thing called TikTok Studio, which is different than Live Studio. Live Studio is for the computer to go live. That's where you go live on your computer. Thank you for being the title gift of those roses. Thank you, Janine. I appreciate your friend. Coach Sheffy, how are you, friend? I'm also new on the Go Specials. Thank you so much. It's at On the Go Specials. Thank you so much, friend. On the Go Specials for small business to get their audience and make their sales, digital marketing, digital products, and you got your website. Appreciate you being in the room. Let me know those who are coming in. I appreciate you all coming in and following as well. Cheers. Thank you for the follow. However, let me know if you are live too. Let's put that in the chat. And before you go live, make sure you know the rules or you'll get banned before you get rolling. That is true. That's what we talk about here. That is very true. Thank you for the follow, Worms. Worms, since you're a new friend, I just posted today how to unlock. I kid you not. I wonder if you came here because of that. How to unlock live access with 50 followers or more. That's my video. So we talked. I talked about that in the video. I didn't share a whole lot. I'll say a little bit more, but just know that's something you can do with 50 followers or more. I'm here to learn because I went live recently with only about 5 people in the audience. See, how you doing? See the one. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. I'm a mom with two beautiful children and a grandson. I'm trying to make a new life for myself and my kids. Hopefully to make that change for 2026. Well, welcome to the room, friend. That's what this is all about. Doing something that is radically different than what we're used to and sticking to it. The consistency matters. It does. And to that point of having an audience, you got to keep showing up. Consistency is the number one reason for your live stream. Awesome. I'll check it out. All right, friend. Appreciate you, friend. Love Petals, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Thank you all for coming in. If you are new to my live, I always say put new so I can see you. You guys see I read bios. If you don't have a bio, that's important because people do look at your bio. Hey, Holly Q. People do look at your bio. People are looking at it from a viewer perspective to determine if they want to connect with you based on what's in your bio. When you read something, you're like, oh, that person does what I do. I need to connect with them. Maybe we could collaborate. Maybe we could co-host on a live stream. Maybe they would be a great audience person for my live stream too. So let's be friends. All those things people are thinking. And so when you have words in your bio, people can see it and say, okay, you're a good person for me to know, get to know, like, and trust. Okay. Shell Renee, thank you so much for being here. You're a psychic medium. Thank you so much for being here, teaching, educating with the afterlife sound heals. Yeah, through love, light, and spiritual connection. You got your times in there. Awesome, friend. Thank you for joining. Those in the room, thank you all for joining. Thank you for that daily heart me. Appreciate your friends. So I'll start out with 200 people on my live, and then I'll drop drastically. TikTok gave me a R. What can't I say on live? It depends on what you did say. I don't know what you say, friend, but things, it just depends. A couple things I tell people. If you're going to talk about something that's a sensitive topic in nature, maybe it's a little triggering. Maybe it's your health journey. Maybe it's some trauma you dealt with. Maybe it is something very traumatic. You can't say the S word, that means to unlive. You can't say the D word too much, that means to unlive. All those things, you got to be careful about how you say things and what you say here. Remember, this was a children's app at first. There are still some children that interact on this app with parental controls and stuff, but they still are here. This is not just for us grown and sexy, y'all. Okay, I'm just saying. So, true that. Okay, so we gotta play by their rules a little bit, even though we feel like we can do and say whatever we want, but we can't. Okay, so no cursing. People ask me where I got something from, and I said I was taking people away from. Yes, okay, that was the restriction. That's slightly different. Yeah, TikTok. I tell people all the time. Thank you, Love Petals. Thank you so much for the roses and the title, gift or friend. I tell people all the time, TikTok is jealous. Okay, just flat out, just jealous. All right. So because of that, you got to play in their sandbox and be careful about what you do. And they say, TikTok, TikTok. They want you right here all the time, playing in a sandbox, doing all the things, tapping, sharing, doing all the things, commenting, engaging, gifting, all the things. TikTok says is about me. Okay. Jealous and petty. And petty. So your live stream has to play by the rules. That there are community guidelines that you got to play by. Thank you all for the gifts. I appreciate the daily heart. Me too. Thank you so much, friends. And so because of that, you just got to play by the rules. So the rules are you when you're here, you're here. You're not taking people elsewhere. They're here. So when you start talking about things that don't pertain to what's happening in your live stream, then you got to be careful about how you say things. I say a lot of times it's how you say it. Sometimes it's what you say, but a lot of times it's how you say it too. And so if it gives the perception that you're moving people away, then you got to be careful. I say, as you are doing this, you're educating your community. You want to operate like you're saying information that's educational. But if you are talking about something that is product related, you got to be careful about that. Okay. Especially if you don't have TikTok shop on and how you're talking about different things, you got to be careful. I tell people to turn on their content disclosure and their audience control. Those are two things, features you got to turn on. Let me talk about that in a second. I'm going to catch up on a few comments first. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the support. I'm happy to answer questions. May I ask, what is the minimum time for TikTok Live? Didn't I say I was going to have to answer that question, y'all, earlier? I said, y'all ask that question all the time. I didn't get to that. I don't think I said a time yet either. But I get that question from my new friends all the time. I was going to answer that question. So let me answer it. Give me a second because I'll circle back to that. How do I answer but not answer and not lose a viewer? Um, no, you're fine. You're fine. That was it's perfect timing that you asked me that question. The non-toxic teapot. Let me just understand something. Are you promoting something in your life? You're trying to share some a resource with them? Are you trying to share a resource? Again, it's about how you say it. And so when you're talking, so first of all, turn on your audience control, because if you're talking about a product in particular, you got to be 18 years and older to buy anything on this app. So that's probably what you needed to turn on from the beginning. Um, 18 years and older, you cannot turn it on while the live is going. You have to do it before you're live. It's or schedule a live event and toggle that feature on. So that is a before you start the live feature. It's under settings. It's on that screen before the live goes 3, 2, 1 countdown. That last go live is under settings. I'll show it in a second, but that's where you're gonna go. And then when you're in the live, your feature in the as a live host, you guys don't see it. Where the share button is for you is 3 dots for me as a live host. And in that feature is where you will see the audience, the content disclosure. That means that you're showing information pertaining to your brand. You're being very intentional about what you're talking about too. If it's more traumatic or sensitive or adult in nature, turn on the content disclosure. Okay. Um, no, I'm just teaching how to make things like household products, etc. Yeah, so you got to be careful too about saying brand names. Turn on that content disclosure. That's first and foremost. But you got to be careful. You can't show brands like when I I'm gonna show this one because it's been safe for me for the most part. But like if I'm talking about this little product here, this is that honey sticks. If I'm talking about that there and I show it to you, that's why I turned it the other way so I don't have a name on the screen. You got to be careful about what names you show, brand names in particular. The big companies, they don't like that. You cannot show brands in that way. Matter of fact, I was about to say a brand name, but I got in trouble one time. I said a brand name. Remember, I don't know anybody in the room from the agency. You guys probably heard me say it. Hey, Eugene, look at you, Lisa, with the 500 comments, friend. I had said it. And TikTok was like, no, you won't be saying that. So they gave me that little restriction real quick. I was like, oh, I can't even say that name. And it is I'll just say foil. Y'all know the foil brand name. I think I said the name and it was like, oh, you saying names? No, no, you can't say that. And it was an example just like this where I was just saying, he said, my cookbook is always ready. How do I introduce it to my community? It's almost ready. How do you introduce it to your community? Mix it up with Gigi. You know, obviously when you have you can put your web page in your bio. You can put it there and you can educate people on how to find your web page. You can say, you know, if you click my photo here, my mini profile is going to pop up. If you click my photo again, it will take you to my main profile, and then there is my web page. You want to that's where you know, XYZ product, you know, you can say the name of it is available. Your stand is available, something like that. You can say, yeah, that's where you'll find my stand. And in my stand, that's where all the things are for XYZ cookbook. You know, so yeah. Repeat that, please. Webpage got you an R. Webpage has never gotten me an R. I. What do you mean? You saying having the web page in your bio got you an R? I think you know what I'm gonna say is the common denominator for you, Flourish and Tiny Stiletto. You guys are a business account. That's the common denominator. You're both business accounts. I think TikTok was like, oh, I don't know about this. I think that had to do with it. But no, my right now I don't have my information in there right now, but it's never gotten me in trouble. I'm gonna put my stand in there. I got some homework, I got some things I need to update in it, but I'm gonna try to put it up tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll put it up. If I get in trouble, so this is another thing. I haven't gotten in trouble in a while. So if I get in trouble, we know it's the webpage. We know it's the webpage. okay? Or the stand in my case, because it's a stand also. So Stan typically has a nice little fingers crossed. Yeah, Stan has a nice little relationship with TikTok because it did not. You know how sometimes it shows. Okay, thanks. You know how sometimes it'll show if you click somebody's webpage in their profile, it'll say you're about to leave the app or you're about to exit. It has that little disclaimer message there, and you click it anywhere to go to their page. It doesn't do that for Stan. Stan is one of the few that it does not do that for. So I wonder if that's a factor. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I had it in all of last year, never had a problem. The reason why it came out, well, let me not say all of last year. It came out, oh, Coach Chantel, title gifter for the galaxy. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. The reason why it came out is because the agency link replaced it. And so the agency page, web page replaced it. And because it replaced it, I was talking about that, go there, and I had it up in my profile. So I never put my stand back. So my stand has been on hiatus for about 6 months now. So I'm about to bring it back, and I put the agency webpage on the agency page. So that's where that's gonna live, and then I'm gonna bring the stand back. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I'm hopeful that it doesn't cause a problem. Promoting your own products outside of TikTok is tricky. So it's how you say it and what you say. Yes, is that's it. That's in a nutshell. It's how you say it and what you say. Yep. I have to look into settings, set up a stand. Yeah, my stand never, it was never a problem. Hey y'all. Hey, this app is ever evolving. Mook cut you. Thank you so much, friend, for the follow. Thank you for the daily heart. Me too. Yeah, this app is ever evolving. And so what Flourish experience might be the new norm. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not. It just hasn't been my experience. But the only thing I've had in my profile was the agency's application. And so for you to apply. So that has been there. It just came out, actually came out as of Sunday, because I did the changes to add my stand back. And so I'm almost ready to add it back. I just hadn't done it yet. I have a couple more things I want to do before I put it back in there. So really I was doing that transition. I updated my bio. So it may be that TikTok's like, no, we don't want to play no more. We taking our ball and run. We're not playing with y'all. So it might be, and we'll all find out together if there's an issue. That may be it, but they do allow you to put a page in the put your web page in the bio, so you can do that. Yeah, I have promoted my own books and services on my live. Could be my issue too. Really? Have you gotten ours? You haven't talked about that. Christine, thank you so much, friend, for the follow. I appreciate you all. Thank you all coming in. Thank you all for the follow. Let's get to 90K. Oh, look at you, friend. Come on in, friend. You know how to play, right? You said, Moo caught you. Let me see, Moo. What's your bio? Let's see what we're talking about. Okay, Marilyn Barber. Click the link to book. There we go, friend. Thank you, friend. Good morning, Natty Nat. How you doing? Thank you so much coming in, friend. You said, wait, so you think it's an issue with your webpage? So, Flores, let me know if you don't mind me sharing this. I mean, I guess I want to be transparent as possible. Tiny Stiletto came to me and basically was saying, Doc, I keep getting these restrictions. I don't know what it is. Doc, what is going on? I don't understand this. And so she kept on coming to me saying that. And then what happened right around the same time, Flourish was saying the same thing. She was like, hey, I keep getting these R's. Tiny Stiletto went back to her profile. I kid you not, she does the Tiny Stiletto. So she was like, it was her, for her, it was it was another social media platform, ETSY. So y'all put it together. It was that one. So it was that platform that she had in her profile. Now, Flourish, I think, actually has her webpage there, but she had it in her the link in bio, and so she had it there, and she took it out, and she came back. She said, Doc, I don't get them no more. She said it was that. It's because she kept on getting a restriction that she was pushing people off the platform. And she said it would come randomly. And then it was the same story that Flourish was telling me. She's like, Doc, it's coming randomly. I ain't even did nothing. I was like, I don't know know. I had no clue. I wouldn't have guessed that. But when Tiny Stiletto said she took it out, it stopped. And it was all stemming from her profile. It started from there. Uh, is TT wants a piece of the pie? Oh yeah, also yes. This is their economy. We are playing in their sandbox. They will get and watch what they put in your. You said and watch what they put in your intro. What you mean? Tell me more. What you mean in the intro here? You talking about the about me? They put some words there for you. Your bio, the about you create. You're saying they put some added stuff there. Your intro and your live, make sure it's not there too. Oh, okay, gotcha. When you get the restriction, does it limit the folks coming in your room? Absolutely. Hidden gems. How you doing, friend? Yeah, that's what the restriction is. It's restricting your views on the for you feed. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a restriction of your views. Yeah. So you want to appeal it. If you ever get it in your live stream, submit the appeal. Okay. Okay. So what's in your profile? She had a link in bio. That's what it is. But Florsha said it was also showing up in her page. Again, I wonder if that's because you were a business account. You both were business accounts. I've never seen my link in bio in my live stream. Yeah, so that's interesting. Is it supposed to be in your? Hold on one second. It's supposed to be in your bio or with the links that allow you to have. They allow you to have. It's that shows up in your bio. If you put a web page in that link section on when you editing your profile. If you put something that, hey Van, how you doing? Thank you for that, Craig friend. If you put something there, it shows up in your bio so people can see that. So yeah, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the same thing. Hold on one second. Let me catch up. Let's see. You said so yeah. So do you have your link in your bio harms you? How? Uh, Christine, so what we're talking about here is that it is um, something you want to be mindful of when you go live. If you're getting this type of pushing people off the platform restriction, you got to be aware of what you're saying, first of all, what you're saying, what's happening, and then ultimately, like, are you telling them about something and telling them to go somewhere to get it? Like, what are you exactly doing and how you're saying it? And then also, what was happening was this random. I'm giving an example of two creators in the agency that had this random restriction that was popping up. And what it seemed to be is that they're both business accounts. They had that in their profile where it was taking people to other places. I think the one creator had it where it was part of um, her other platform, the E platform, and then the other creator had a web page. It seemed as if that was the problem. Now, have I heard that for other creators in agency? No. Several of them have their beacon, they have their stand, they have their web page. I've heard it for, but those are the two that came back and shared this information that they were kept getting that restriction. So when they removed their web page from their profile, from their bio, it stopped. Okay, so there's a correlation there. Not sure if it's across the board for everybody, but that was something that happened to the both of them. Coach Jesse, you said you got an R yesterday on the voice chat. What do you think it was for, friend? What was it for? Restrict your. Oh, you talking about for restrictions? Restrictions are for the live feed. Typically, it depends. They can give you a 10-minute restriction. They can say for the entire live. You should appeal it. You can get the appeal. If you appeal, it overturns it, and your views will start coming back in again. For the most part, some people say it doesn't necessarily recover fully, but you should get visibility. Some people decide to appeal, and if their appeal does not get accepted, they end the live and start over. Because at that point, you're just there for the few people in the room, which is fine, which I agree with. But if you want to get more visibility, you would start over because you're not going to get recommended to the For You feed. How you doing, Tanisha? Thank you so much. I hit my goal of 1K today. Look at you, friend. I love it. Thank you. Look at you, 171. I mean, 1,071. Thank you for coming back. Appreciate your friend. So when you were trying to get TikTok shop, I think that was the conversation. Keep me posted. When you get restrictions, does it limit the folks coming into your room? Yeah. Sultry now, it restricts your views that you're not recommended on the For You feed. Yes, yes. If you want to come back, if you come back at my 4 o'clock, I'll talk about the next steps. Did I talk about that already with you? Maybe I talked about it already. Because even though you got the followers, doesn't mean that you're going to get it unlocked to get invited to TikTok Shop pilot program. So let me know if I need to talk about it. You said I was denied. What was it? What was the restriction for? I'm also wondering now, should you remove link web and bio? Depends on what you got going on in your live stream. We're gonna test this, y'all, because I'm putting my stand store back, so it will be back. So we'll see what it looks like. I have a link. Okay, thoughts. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Non-toxic teapot. Yeah. Static image. Oh, you know, who was that who said they got it? Black Lotus. Somebody else said they got it. It was just kind of random. Um, and you said they had denied your appeal in the live. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's a glitch. Do you think was it the board? You think the board is invisibly back there somewhere? I'm not sure. Um, okay, I have learned that TikTok is picky, but I have my link on my bio. I wonder if I should delete it. I mean, I don't, unless you're getting constant restrictions. If that is happening to you, then it may be a correlation. I would say that much. If that's what's happening, it could very well be a correlation. The restrictions, you're asking how long. Restrictions will impact. It could impact your whole. It could impact that whole live or part of that live, depending on what the restriction was for. You said I've learned. Yeah. So, yeah, it just depends, friends. Let me. Yeah. So I think I caught up on comments. I was trying to catch up on some comments. Hey, Coach Marcel, I haven't gone live yet. Oh, well then, Cindy, you got a non-issue. Christine, I'm sorry, Christine. Christine, you don't have a problem, man. You got to go live. Christine was like, I want no trouble when I go live. It's in the middle of the night. I don't know what happened, Coach Jesse. Thanks, Black Lotus. Black Lotus is the one that had it, yeah. You said I haven't gone live yet. Christine, what are we worried about? We can't be worried about the unknown. I will wait for you to put your stand stirrer before I do mine. Okay, okay. I'm doing it this week. I think I'm gonna end up doing it on. I'm gonna try my best. I may do it today. Maybe today. Maybe today. Thank you so much, Natty Natty. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for those. I may do it today. The only reason why I'm hesitating is because I'm traveling this week, so I think I might even wait till next Sunday when I come back. I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. Waiting 1 week, and then next Sunday I'll do it. Hidden Gems, thank you so much. I appreciate the kiss. Appreciate your friend. How do you know if you have restrictions? Is it just in lives? Um, Christine said, I don't want no restrictions, live or otherwise. Christine, Christine, that's kind of funny to me. You're like, look here, how do I know? Y'all done created this paranoia about restrictions. Stop it. Stop it. Can you go live as Grow Room using still image? Can you go live as Grow Room using still image? Oh gosh. Can you go live as a? I'm trying to process what you're telling me. Can you go live as a Grow Room using a still image? So your room has an image on the screen and people are just engaging. I think the image matters, maybe. Um, I think theoretically the answer is yes. Would I do that? Probably not. Because would you really grow? It depends on the image. The answer theoretically is yes. So thoughts on co-hosting and having a panel. Oh, you're so sweet. Look at you. Okay, let me answer just talking background. I think yeah, that's what I said. Theoretically, the answer is yes. Yeah, you could do it. Yeah, yeah, you could do it. Yeah, yeah. So the answer is yes. You see people, yeah, people do that. People have screens on. Yeah. Yeah. So is that what you're gonna start with? Um, yeah, I guess so. I mean, if that's your approach, I probably wouldn't start that way, but it'll be interesting. I probably wouldn't start that way. Hidden Gems, thank you so much for the follow and the gift. I appreciate you, friend. Let me answer before I get to toxic, your co-hosts and panels. Let me get to the question about the restrictions. Let me close the loop on the restrictions. How do you know if your restriction is just in lives? So your question for restrictions, you can get. So let me explain violations versus restrictions. Restriction is a temporary. Um, I give the analogy of if you were in high school, and those who, many of us remember our high school days, and you had to sit in and do the in school detention. Okay? Remember the in school detention? You might have to do it after school or during lunch or whenever they had their detention period. It was just for that moment in time, just for that incident you did, you had to do a timeout. Okay? So think about it from that perspective. Got to do a timeout just for that day or that live stream. The violation actually is something that is when you think about high school and you got really in trouble, you got suspended. Okay, you got kicked out for a couple days and couldn't come back. Your mama had to come get you, whatever. All that happens. That's a violation. So now you violated the community guidelines, and TikTok's like, hey, you got a timeout. Maybe it could be 5 days. I've seen 3, 4, and 5. No, I've seen 3, 4, and 7, depending on what you did. And then when you get banned, means that you are out of here. You are gone. Okay? So those are like the different ways you can get in trouble with TikTok. Your content can get you in trouble. So your content can get a restriction and a violation. It can get you banned. So can your live stream. So both areas can get you in trouble. When it comes to content, you want to do an account check to see if there's any issues going on with your content. That account check is on your TikTok studio on your profile. Scroll down to over to posts. Scroll down to the more tools and account checks there. You should do that when you post more frequently, depending on what you're posting. I post similar style videos, so I don't tend to check every time I post because what I'm doing is nothing unusual or out of the ordinary. But if you're someone using different types of music, different types of images, you're talking about something a little sensitive, you might have to turn on your content disclosure and your audience control. Then I would say do account checks for your videos all the time. Um, for your live stream, you have an area on the live center side where you can go and see the rules and guidelines to see if you've had some um, past history with restrictions. And you always receive a system notification. If there's something wrong with your video or your content on this app, you'll receive a system notification. So let me know if that makes sense, but that's essentially the answer to your questions about violations, so, or restrictions. And then co-hosts and co-panels, I'm going to answer that next. How do you find them? R&Bs, yeah. So you get system notifications, and you also should go to more for your content, the more tools on the posting side that do an account check. And then for the live center side, you're going to do rules and guidelines. Thank you so much, Coach Jesse. All right. I didn't do show and tell this time because I want to make sure I answer some more questions, but I usually do show on my phone. So if you really don't know, let me know if I need to show it. If you're like, oh my gosh. If it's just curiosity, then I would just say go look on the Live Center and just kind of look and see the tools and resource section. You probably should know that very good. Going to check. Okay. Thank you for the information. For new to TikTok, you are so welcome. You guys, this is what I do every day. We talk about all things live streaming. Hey, Alex, I see you, friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yes, let's listen to Alex. Share out the live. Let's let's share it out. Lola, thank you for that daily heart me. Thank you all for coming in. I see you all. I can't face FB at the moment. I can't. Okay. What is FB? Let's see. So thank you all for the engagement. I appreciate the support. You said I picked too many people too fast. Oh, what you mean, Tanisha? You got in trouble? What happened? You got in trouble with TikTok? They put you in TikTok jail for the moment. Yes, sharing is caring, guys. Let's share out the live. If you don't mind sharing out the live, we'll get some more friends in the room. I appreciate you all sharing out the live. So co-hosting, thoughts on co-hosting and having a panel. I think that is great engagement. Well, let me understand where that question is coming from, if you don't mind. The non-toxic teapot. Do me a favor, friend. Where you that question is coming from? You want to co-host and have a panel? You do it all the time? It's something you haven't tried before, so you're curious about should you do it? Let me know where that question came from. So I want to make sure I understand the context, so I can kind of speak to it. Thank you all for coming in. Lola, how are you? What is the purpose of the gift gallery field and what it helps us? And basically how does it help you? Okay, let me explain that too. So is it safe you just have to leave it on 28 and over, 18 and over and forget it? Um Depends on what you're doing in your life. Like right now, I don't have my 18 years older. I don't have that on. Depends on what's going on in your life. Thank you for the gifts. I saw you all. Appreciate you. Yeah, I don't have my audience control on right now. Mm-mm. I haven't had it on actually in weeks because my live, we talking about going live. So I don't touch on sensitive topics for the most part. So okay, teach people things on lives. Right, but my likes are not a lot, but viewers are. Oh, I have a question, Dr. Lisa. What's your question, friend? Um, the non-toxic teapot. What are you saying? You're saying, okay, I teach people in my lives, right? Right, but my likes are not a lot, but my views are. So people aren't tapping and engaging. Okay. Um, so I just getting started. Oh, how you doing, Battlestar? Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Good morning. I guess I want to make sure I understand. You asked about co-hosts and panels though? Is so let me know what you meant by that. So and then Lola, let's talk about the gift gallery and the whole point of that. Okay. I couldn't add my shopping bag. I can't add my shopping bag. Oh, you can't add your shopping bag to your live? Uh, you may do you not have do you have unlimited shop? You might not have unlimited. Did they take unlimited away? Because you don't have 5,000. So you might still be in a pilot program and you only can do 3 shoppable lives a week. So you might have maxed out for your week, Lisa, depending on what's happening. Unless they suspended your access to shop. That's a whole nother conversation. You have to go onto the shop side and see what's going on. See what you're if you're still in good standing or not. With the panel, I get the likes but not the views because panel is talking. Oh, okay. Okay, that's a great point. Let me unpack that a little bit. I'll talk about that in a second. Um, and let me talk about the gift gallery. Let me talk about the gift gallery first. Let me unpack the panels and the co-hosts in a second. And then Lisa, you said got a notification I received limit of adding the shopping bag. Yeah, so you have a limit. You can address that later. No, I can't do anything about shop. If you got a limit, that's what TikTok gave you. And then shop, I'm not on the shop side, so there's nothing I can do. Okay, gotcha. That's what it is then. Yeah, that's what it is then, friend. So me teaching gets distracting people, get distracted and lose viewers, but my panel gets me likes up. Oh, yeah, that happens. I know about the 3 shop lives limit. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, good, good. Okay, gift gallery, real quick. Let me unpack gift gallery, and then we're gonna talk about co-hosts and panels and stuff. Gift gallery, really quickly. Gift gallery. If what mix it up was that mix it up with you? No, that was Lola's question. If you click my face here, really quickly, my mini profile comes up. In my mini profile, you'll see where it says my B4, which is my league I'm in, gift gallery. 9 of 15 things are there. So that's a B gift gallery. There's a D, there's a C, there's a B, there's a A. In that order, everybody who goes live, you start at D. So as a live host, you start at D5. And then you move up in the rankings, how much you go live, how people engage in your live through gifting and other engagement, but primarily gifting. And then TikTok has the gift gallery there as another way. Like I said, there's a lot of different ways for people to engage on this platform. And so if you're a viewer, and this is what the non-toxic teapot is actually talking about. She's talking about, I'm noticing a difference between my likes, and that's how people are liking your live. You see the hearts here, and the likes are represented here with the 117.8K likes that have happened in the room. Those are because people are liking the live. You hear somebody put the tap sticker inside the chat for me, but people are liking the live, and that's helping. Okay. Lady Grace, thank you for joining. So that's helping the live perform well. And that tells TikTok people are engaging. Tap, tap, tap. Yes. So when you are in a live, you're tapping the screen, you're engaging. So the likes go up. When it comes to comments, shares, all that helps with pushing a live out and helping engagement happen in your live. Um, when it comes to the gift gallery, TikTok creates different ways for you as a live host to see who are you, some of your supporters, who are some of your bigger supporters, who are people who are coming in and taking a title in your gift gallery, or people who are coming in and supporting your live goal. And when you click that, you can see who sent a gift. And so you get a list of those people when you end the live. You can see who sent you gifts. You can see what type of gift they sent. You can send them a thank you note because there's like a congratulations screen, and you can send a little message that they create for you, and you can tweak it if you want to. So all that is ways that you can see who's your supporters. Your fan club, there's those names there. They come in, and honestly, as you're thinking about your community and building that community up, you may have fan club members that come in and they want to support you and grow with you and stuff. And then they see your gift gallery. It's like, hey, I want to submit my name as somebody who gives and supports this live stream. And then guess what? Because that person's a title gifter, now, again, you got to know who are your supporters. And ideally, on this app, you go support them. Okay? That's how this works. This is an engagement app. It's very transparent. And you, with that information, now that you have the information, you can take that information and use it to make sure that you are creating this relationship. Okay? That's what this is about. And you go support them, you go to their live. Hopefully they, ideally they're live hosts, so you go to their content, you engage in their content. And so you think about ways that you can support people. Okay? So the gift gallery helps your room get, in terms of people try to get it filled earlier in the week, which is great because it it removes the stress of having to feel that later in the week. It does help with your visibility, especially if you get engagement and gifting earlier in the week and people are seeing that. TikTok sees that this room is actively getting support engagement. Hey Joel, how you doing, friend? Then that helps too. Okay? So again, it does help. Is it the end all be all? No, it's not. But it is helpful. It is helpful with visibility. It's helpful with pushing things out. TikTok sees your room as a room where people are engaging, they're gifting, they're sharing, they're doing all the things. So that does help with your visibility. So you see a lot of people put a lot of weight into getting it filled and getting it supported earlier in the week than not. Okay. I'm interested in starting TikTok. Are you? Hey, Battlestar, you said I'm interested in starting out new year. Battlestar, you got homework. Who else had homework? Some other folks had homework. I just looked at your bio. I was like, I don't know what Battlestar does. Battlestar, so you want to put words in your bio. So that way, you want to do TikTok shop. Okay. So you want to put words in your bio so that you have, so people know what your page is about, that you're interested in TikTok shop, maybe what niche you're interested in. Is it the beauty? Is it the tech products, electronics? Is it health and fitness or health and wellness? I think that's how they call it, lifestyle. So you put those words in there so that people know. And then maybe a little bit more about yourself. Maybe throw your email in there if you want to get collab deals or collab partnerships, and you can create an email for that as well. So create a bio. Okay. It's also where TikTok knows who you are and what you're about as well. Interacting on TikTok is actually very important for building audience. It is. It's critical. It's how you grow. You're right. On the go specials, you are absolutely right about that. Yeah, if you don't have that engagement, if you're not engaging with your audience, you're not you're limiting opportunities and you're limiting your growth. Okay, so let me talk about panels as well as the co-hosts. So here's what happens, and this is like a delicate thing because I actually do. Thank you, Lisa. You're so welcome. Hey, Soda. I think it's an interesting phenomenon. It's interesting that you picked up on it, the non-toxic teapot. So what happens is when you turn on your panel boxes, or if you have people up, you typically do see a dip in your views. Couple reasons why is is the audience oftentimes are not necessarily the center You said teapot. You said it's just teapot. Don't say the non-toxic part. What did I say? I say it too? It sounds kind of harsh the way I said the non-toxic teapot. Just teapot. Don't say that because it's long too. I got you, friend. I do usually shorten people's names because I'm quick to say you got a nickname, friend, because I don't know how to say your name, so I'm just gonna give you a nickname. Or I'll say the first part. So you're right. I should just say teapot. That's easier for me because I don't want to say non-toxic. Teapot, teapot. Okay, I got you, friend. All right. So when you have the panel boxes up, two things happen. Your audience really is the center of your room. You need your tappers, you need your sharers, you need your people engaging your live stream. You kind of you kind of limit your interaction with your viewers at that point because your attention is now diverted to the panel. And you're trying to engage in the chat. So I usually will try to comment off people's comments who are sending comments, or I'll verbally try to say and kind of catch up and kind of do almost like this interview reporter type approach. Like, oh yeah, Teapot just said this. What do you think about that? So I'm now having this moment where I'm trying to bring in my audience and not try to alienate them. But you often do. And that, I mean, that's just human nature because the person who's talking, we're giving them the mic essentially. So a little bit of that happens. So you almost have to figure out a way to make sure your audience is actively engaged. Hey guys, I want y'all to send hearts if y'all agree or disagree. Let's do a poll. Let's do this thing. Something where people are constantly chatting and the panel doesn't necessarily get all the attention. So that's something. So people often will drop off. Um, I do go to panels given resources and community. Yes, yes. So yeah. So depending on what the panel and the conversation is about, people are like, "Ooh, I'm going to come to this because I want to hear this person. Oh, I need to listen to this. Oh, I like the fact that they're co-hosting. Oh, And so yesterday, the room I went to yesterday, Holly Q, she invited me to, or invited us to, shared out the live that is, to the okra water presentation. I was like, oh, let me listen to it. She was on the panel too. And another person was up there too as a guest. And I was listening and I was like, oh, this is fascinating. I was really interested in the topic and in the product itself. And so I stayed and listened for quite some time because, again, it was something I wanted to learn more about. Now, when it comes to the panel boxes too, you said it was the founder and the social media manager. Oh, that's who she was. Okay. I was like, it was another guest. So that's who she was. I missed the intro part. I think I came in probably 20 minutes into it. So I missed the intro part. But yeah, that was the owner, founder and owner of Okra Water. And her social media marketer. Yeah. Okay, manager rather. And so really when it comes to panel boxes, it's important that you bring people who are up that are also going to drive attention to your live stream. Because keep in mind, when you have panels up or a co-host, people see your viewers, your followers, that is, your followers see that you're live. And they often may come to the room because of that person's presence. Yeah, panels are tricky. They are. They are. Yeah, they may come to the room because of that person's presence. So you'll see people. So yesterday I was in Nika's room. Nika started getting people to come to her live that probably never really came to her, that don't necessarily would have come to her live if it wasn't for the panels that she had up. So you figure the real Lynette, she was Charlene's friend, and so she came to the live. She came to the live because I'm assuming she either saw me or somebody else up on the panel and made a decision like, oh, let me come and see who they're talking to. Or maybe she didn't even realize that it was a panel versus a regular live. I was on a panel or somebody else was on a panel and not my normal live. So some of that happens. So you get more traffic, more attention because viewers are now coming in because of the people on the panel. Okay. But again, it's one of those things where you can easily alienate your chat, and that's not what you want to do because these are the people who are there because of you. You said as a guest. Yeah, you're talking about for Nika's room. It was a guest panel. Who was up there? It was me, Kim, Mrs. Treetop, Lisa Live. She came into the room. I don't know if that was the first time. Yeah, it had to have been the first time she came to your live. So she came to your live, again, possibly because of the panels. Um, and so just recognizing it could bring more visibility to your life. So it's not a bad thing, but you're right. It typically does dip off a little bit. It's hard to interrupt the panel at times to talk your chat, but you need to. Yeah, you do. You do. You do. I often, depending on what's happening on the panel and what I'm being asked to talk about or whatever, often will try to do like some of those, pausing, just trying to give the bite back to the live host so that they can talk. Um, yeah, so it's important to do that too, and for guests to recognize that they are a guest. So, like, you're a guest. This is their platform. You're not the host. So I try not to take over too much, but depending on who you have, you just got to be mindful of that. People act funny for guest panels and want co-hosts. People act funny for guest panel and want co-hosts. Um, I as a live host, you gotta put yourself in a live host perspective. You don't get credit for a guest panel. TikTok doesn't count that as live streaming time for you, and you don't get the necessarily you won't get the full monetization either. So again, I get it. I get it. If your primary focus, you said that part, yeah, yeah. So if your primary focus is to be a live host, you're like, hey, I'm gonna be live. I want to get credit for this. Yeah, I rather co-host unless it's just friends chatting. Yeah, yeah. So and obviously for me, I'm willing and open to supporting you all. So I'll do whatever makes sense for you all. It may be important too for you all to think about co-hosting more, because the co-host aspect brings new viewers to your live. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's an opportunity for new visibility. So as a guest, that's not guaranteed. It would actually take somebody sharing out the live and really, really promoting the fact that they're going to be in the guest box. And, they do it a lot with the box battles, and people might come in and support, and they're supporting that person in a box battle. But when it comes to a regular live, not as much. Just depends on what's being discussed and how that was promoted. But again, co-hosts might be a better opportunity to get someone's room to be open and have visibility from that room actually coming in. Hello, Mrs. BC. Thank you so much for the daily heart me friend. Appreciate that. Um, if you're a guest, it does nothing for your league. Yeah, it does nothing for the league. Yes. Yeah, that too. And so if you're going to spend the time in a live stream in that way, then yeah, it may be in your best interest to co-host and then go live, support, and get the support you need, obviously, for your league and to level up and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, all that stuff you got to think about. Now, again, my newbies in the room, we talking like TikTok. This might be a phase 2 conversation. It's not phase 3, 4. Remember I told you about upgrading your systems and stuff like that was more advanced. I said that a while back ago, but this is a conversation you need to think about as you are starting to evolve more into your live stream. Somebody asked me a while ago, oh my gosh, I feel bad. Let me know if you're still here. You asked the question. I'm trying to see the name. Um, Teapot, let me know if that gave you some insight. I don't know if that was helpful or not. But someone asked the question a long time ago about how long should you go live? How long should you go live? And so really the answer is based on the scale live rewards. I tell people at the very, 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 very minimum, go live for 25 minutes. That's the minimum, because that's when you get the maximum monetization. Because you went 25 minutes, you get 38% for your duration. Then you get an additional 2% if you get 2 new followers or more. Thank you all coming in. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for the support. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing, Atia? Thanks again. You're so welcome, friend. And so, depending on what's going on in your live, you do need to get to the point where you're going live for at least an hour, then 90 minutes, then 2 hours. I'm about to hit 2 hours and 20 minutes. So I've been an hour and 40 minutes right now. I'm going to stay on. I'm going to get off soon. I'm not staying on forever, but I'm going to get off. I'll get to the 2 hour mark, and essentially get to 2 hours, and then I'll probably just get off right around then. So it just creates an etiquette for panels, one co-host, and I have one moderator for my live. Yeah, I love that. You said you won't co-host. It does. I've just created etiquette for panels. One co-host, and I have one moderator for my live. So you said you won't co-host, or you're saying, what are you saying? You won't co-host. You don't co-host. I think that's in your. I think you might want to rethink that. But go ahead. So as time goes on, you can decide on how you intertwine co-hosting. Bless Life. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I did 1 point. Okay, you did my 90 minutes, over 90 minutes. Look at you, friend. Look at you. No co-hosting is annoying. Let me see something real quick. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Teapot, as you grow, um, you'll decide when you want to do it. If you do reconsider co-hosting. Co-hosting is going to help you. It's about you at that point as you start growing and stuff. And so you can decide what that looks like for you. And so ultimately, it'll allow you to expand more visibility, because when you co-host, especially depending on how you do it, when you co-host, you get that other person's room to experience you and interact with you, and so it becomes this new opportunity for you to now have a new set of viewers. It also helps with your leads, your gifting, all the other things. So, I mean, it just depends on, how you want to engage. But you might collab with somebody that makes sense for you to co-host with. And you're in your room, they're in their room. And that way, again, that could bring new eyes to your room too. I have a question. When you start to go live, how long should you stay on? Um, yeah, that's what I was just answering. 25 minutes is probably the minimum. Hey, Sarah, how you doing, friend? 25 minutes is probably the minimum that you should stay on. And then you might want to get to the point where you're going live, 90 minutes, an hour, first of all, then 90 minutes, then 2 hours. But 25 is the minimum. I usually tell people as a round number, pick 30, just so there's no confusion. Pick 30 just to be comfortable. Go 30 minutes. And then try to stretch it out to an hour, then 90 minutes, then 2 hours. Okay? It's so nice to see you. Looking forward to our Zoom next week. Awesome, awesome. Did you schedule something already? You went in there and scheduled? Look at you. You used the new scheduling platform. Awesome, awesome. I love that. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I appreciate you doing that. Yeah, I think you might be my first one in there. 31. So you got the 30 is what I was told for live. Say that again. Um, 30 what's 31? So you got the 30 is what I was told for live. Dr. Lisa, really enjoyed your live. Have a good, God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I go live at 4. If I didn't answer a question, feel free to let me know if you have any questions. And you're welcome to come back. I need guidance, and you are the best. Oh, you're so sweet. Maybe minutes, 31 minutes. Teapot, what are you saying? What's 31? 31 minutes is what you did? 31 minutes. So you got the 30 is what I was told for live. So I think, oh, you're welcome, friend. I think you're talking about minutes. Let me know if that's what you meant by that. 31 minutes is what you did at first for your first live. And then, yeah, I tell people round it off at 30. So here's what happens. In your first 3 lives, my people who have never, ever gone live before, you have to do a total of 3 lives over the course of 3 separate days. Okay, so 3, day 1, you're going to do one live on day 1, 1 live on day 2, 1 live on day 3. Does that make sense? 3 separate 24-hour clocks between them. Okay. Do it scared. So that's the first thing. Over the course of those 3 first lives, so that means you got to do those 3. They have to be a total of 30 minutes. Okay? So those first 3 have to be a total of 30 minutes. So it could be 10 minutes the first one, 10 minutes the second one, 10 minutes the third one. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate you. With that, People, I tell people, get to a point where you can do at least 30 minutes each. Okay, so maybe you scale it up if you need to, but I want you to get to the point where you're going comfortably for 30 minutes. That's the minimum. Okay, then when it comes to scaling up even beyond that, stretch yourself, get to maybe 45, 90. It goes quickly, you all. I don't want you guys to be intimidated by this. In the beginning, it's a stretch, but you'll see yourself talking and engaging, and before you know it, you'll look at the clock. It's like, oh my God, it's been an hour and 20 minutes, and so it goes fast. Like if you do 60 minutes, do 61, so you get credit for 60. Anything over 25 minutes is what the Skill Live Rewards is going to give you credit for a monetization perspective. Now, I probably need to explain the Scale Live Rewards. I don't have enough time to do that. Oh, look at you! Oh, Coach Jesse, look at you under control. I love that. Thank you. I don't know. You might have caused a rift with Nika. Nika's like, "What you doing with that under control?" Thank you. You said I leveled up. Did you really? Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. um. So okay. So Scale Live Rewards is probably what I. So Teapot, what you doing at 4 o'clock? Because I think I need to break down the Scale Live Rewards. Badge 24. You that level up. You sure did. Oh, I missed it. Okay. Okay. I thought you was just saying theoretically. It's like I leveled up. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much for that. I'm happy you leveled up in my room. I appreciate you. I came back. You said I'll come back at. No, it's 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm in Florida. Where you at, Teapot? You say it's Central. Coach Jessie be always checking me on her Central time. 6 p.m. Central. So, Louisiana. Okay, nice, nice. All right, I love it. New Orleans is probably next to Chicago. Oh no, I'll give y'all credit. You said I was waiting. I know. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll give New Orleans credit. It's probably my favorite foodie city. Yeah, I will. I love my city of Chicago. I'm originally from Chicago, but New Orleans got Chicago beat. I can honestly say that. I will concede that. Ebony, thank you so much. So it's 3 p.m. for you. Yes, 3 p.m. for you is 4 p.m. for me. And your girl is always about 10 minutes behind. So 3:10, 3:15. Show up around here. Come on, Shanta. I know. Chicago is good though. It is. But New Orleans is it's just a little different. What do you have to do to have guests on? What do you have to do to have guests on? You gotta do those first three lives. That's it. Once you've done those, unlock the full live access. Yeah, you can invite guests up. I think you can do it after the second one actually. So the third one you probably can have guests on. Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, you just have to go live. That's it. It's the state of New Orleans. You said it's the state of New Orleans. I know. Louisiana is just New Orleans. That's it. That's all I know. I'm joking. Now I've been to a couple of places, Baton Rouge and stuff. So you said my mom from Chi-Town. Is she really? Yeah. Yeah. I still have family there. Not a lot of family. Now that I think about it. Oh my gosh, my family's kind of spread out now. My sister moved to California. My brother lives in Las Vegas. And then I have a brother in Chicago still. He's in like a suburb of Chicago. But my best friends are in Chicago. Actually, I'm going to be in Chicago. So Chicago as of Wednesday. Wednesday I get to Chicago. I'm going and so really quickly to people in the room, my live schedule is going to be a little different this week because I'm only going to probably be able to do one time a day. So I'm going to have to play that out. I think it's going to end up being my 4 o'clock that I'm primarily due. I think one day I'm gonna have to do my 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna have to play around with which day makes sense, which time slot makes sense. But definitely the 4 o'clock on Wednesday. I know I'm gonna do it Wednesday because I'm flying at the 10 o'clock time. Unless I come on like super early and stay on for an hour, I might do something like that. So we'll see. Um, but yeah, I'm in Chicago. My friend, she's actually in chemotherapy for breast cancer. So I I'm going to support her. I'll be there for the weekend. So I'll be back on my regular schedule as of Sunday. Sunday I'm back home and I'm back to a regular schedule. But and that's why I was talking about my stand store, that whole conversation about the stand store. I think I should have it ready, but I think I just may wait to Sunday when I'm back and things are back to normal. So I don't have any issues with TikTok. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Appreciate your friends. Thank you so much. She is a sister. So yeah, so we are supporting. She is a whole, I don't know, a truckload of folks that's supporting. So we all doing what we can. So um okay, so scale live rewards, that's kind of where we left this live streaming conversation. It's important that you understand, Nika. Nika, are you still in the room? It's important that you understand scale live rewards. She said something yesterday. I was like, well, wait a minute. As much as I talk about scale live rewards. so, um, so yes, so it's important that you understand scale live rewards, and that way you can understand how monetization happens. And let me be very clear for my friends in the live right now, it is in the live. You can see your real time analytics. Okay, real time. All right, I just want you guys to know that when you're in your live, there's a house, or if you swipe from left to right, you see the analytics. Okay, real time. Okay, so if you click the house, I'm gonna click my house real quick. It'll break down what's happened in your live, and there's an area that speaks to scale live rewards. It says view more. When you view more, it actually shows you a scale of what your performance looks like, and it has this live and then it has this week. And you should be looking at both of those metrics to understand what happened. This live per live, you have if you go live anytime over 25 minutes or more, you get the maximum you can earn, which is 38%. And then if you get 5 or more unique followers, you get the maximum of 2%. And it's there for you. Okay, so it breaks it down quite nicely, Gene. And it's a whole little chart, and it tells you every step of the way where you are at with fulfilling that milestone. Okay. Hey, my favorite for a journey. Appreciate your friend. So just know that that is a big part of it. So scale live rewards, we'll talk about that at 4 o'clock, and just kind of give a little bit more insight into what's happening there. Thank you all who came into the live. Feel free to, if you haven't followed me, follow me. I'm going to be back at 4 o'clock, 4-ish, 4-ish, around 4 o'clock. Typically what happens is that I start off on the YouTube channel, YouTube, the YT, and I start over there and I start talking, and then I come over here um, and start my live over here. So it's between the two places. There's the 34. That's what I was looking at. Okay, so you hit, oh, Coach Jesse, let me check. Where's your comment, friend? Okay, you got 24 and then 34 in the room. Congratulations. So you leveled up. Look at you just leveling up all the way around. So, yes, yes. I didn't talk about the fan club as much, and I think that's something else you guys need to know and honor. So, Teapot, I don't know if you're still here, but Teapot, as you're growing your room, that fan club, that's the people. That's why I said, as you think about, when you think about TikTok, TikTok, like I said, is an engagement app, and your growth is, for a live stream in particular, is based on your consistency, and the engagement that happens in your live. Okay? Consistency and engagement. Those are the two things that you're paying attention to. All right? And so, with that consistency, you will see growth. Okay? You should see growth. But then there's some things that you do to make sure you're constantly engaging your community, your fan club, the people who are coming in who are engaging back with you. So you want to be intentional about that level of a growth as well. So how is that community growing? How are people paying attention? How are people learning from you? How are they enjoying your live stream? So pay attention to that. And then when it comes to expanding, you're going to think about ways that you can bring new visibility to your room. Maybe it is the co-hosting. Okay, maybe it is the panel boxes and bringing people up in your panels. And so you're going to do some of that stuff too. Okay. So that's the goal. All right, friends. I got 5 more minutes before I hit that two o'clock. I'm sorry, that 2 hour mark. Um, let me know who's going live. Let's put that in the chat if you are going live. And then my friends who are newbies, if you're new, I always want to say hi to you. If there's any questions I didn't answer, my new friends in the room, I always want to make sure I give you guys some insights if you are still trying to figure this thing out. I see some of you in the chat, in the list, Jean Williams, Lennox. Thank you so much, Yolanda, Fragrance Bar, 28 Days to Hatch a New York. Is that a new you? Okay. Jean, how you doing? Jean Story. Boss Lady Sue, thank you so much. TMT. How you doing? Kim Loves Jamaica. I totally missed when you came in the room. Dr. Sunny, how you doing? OMG, I missed when you came in the room. And Gladiator, how y'all doing? Thank you so much. Gina Marks, Home of Holly, thank you so much. I see all my returning folks. We got Miss A. Hunter, Leanne, Soda, Nana, Coach Rhonda. Hello, Battlestar. And then E Nurse and Coach Jesse. Thank you so much. I literally just went up and looked at the folks in the room. Some of y'all ran, but that's okay. It's okay. I got live. Did you really? You got live. So wait a minute. You got it already, yeah? Because you got 6,900 followers. You're almost at 7K. Look at you, friend. TikTok Shop Queen. Great deals, sales, quality items. Loving my creator and enjoying my life. All right, friend. I love it. Hey, Sean, how you doing from Kentucky? Hey, we here. I see y'all. Thank you so much, friends. So, boss lady, what does that mean? Did you go live? You went live? Let me know if that's what you meant. Going live this afternoon. Soda, what time? What time, friend? Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for supporting. Let's see. Coach Jesse, okay, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, that's 3, I think. Think. I'm going live soon. Home. How you doing, Home from Holly Junk Journals? Oh, you're part of the Junk Journaling community. All right, you're part of Sarah's community, I'm assuming. I just got off live TikTok sales. Nice. Nice. All right, friend. I love it. How did it go for you? 6 p.m. Central. Coach Jesse is going live at 6 p.m. Central. How's it all going? Was that a first live for you, boss lady, as well? And those who coming in, we're just talking about the live journey. I want to make sure folks who are going live put it in the chat for us. We're talking all things live. Is it Marsha? Thank you so much. Hello, hello. How you doing, friend? Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Your bio says, oh, you're almost at 7,000 as well. It says God first, a mom, a proud glamour of one. Glamour, huh? Strong, nothing will break me. Here, I'm here to connect, support, and make friends. I love it. Yes, I love that name. Um, Not a first love, selling a copper bracelet that's gone viral. Sold over 200 bracelets. Love that. Look at that, friend. I love that. Nice. Oh my gosh. You said the bracelet went viral, and it's like, look here, I'm gonna jump on this bandwagon. I love it. Congratulations to that, friend. That's a good thing. You know, we didn't get too far into TikTok shop, but it's important that you are looking at your TikTok shop live as a way to get new eyes and visibility to your topic. So people do that. They'll have products that align with their topic in their shopping cart. They'll put some products in there and turn it on. So I was in Luna's live this morning, and she has these affirmation cards. And so I said, I was joking with her that, you know, I was joking with her that she needed to go 15 more minutes to get to 90 minutes because she was about to end it, 15 minutes shy. So I was like, go for 15 more minutes. And I said, let me see I said, read me an affirmation card because she does these affirmation cards. I didn't realize it was a TikTok shop product for her, which is brilliant. I'm going to tell you guys that now. If it's something you're talking about in your live, make sure it's available in shop. If you have shop, and turn on your shopping cart. So she turned on her shopping cart and got it boosts, because the shop will put you in the shopping highway of the live feed. So you're on that shopping feed. And essentially, she had like over 100 people in the room. It's like 115 people in the room. I was like, oh. So did you see your numbers? So it jumped up pretty quickly, but and it starts to go down. It dips back down. But the thing is, you do get more visibility. She got a couple follows from it because her follow count went up. Have you ever heard of shadow work? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There's a couple. I have a book about it actually. It's one of my books. Is it in this shop? It might be in this shop. I don't think it's in my other shop. It might be on this one. But yeah. So yeah, you definitely got to do shadow. Are you talking about the shadow work in terms of how you think about your life and stuff? Yeah, the shadow journal. All right, friends. I hit 2 hours and 1 minute. I appreciate you all being here. The room has been going up and down, but I appreciate you all coming in, supporting. If you have questions, I have a book on it. Okay, you have a book on in your shop too? Yes. Yeah. So yeah, if you're talking about that in your live, yeah. Yeah, talk about it in your live and pin the book. Yeah. Absolutely. It was a viral book at one point. That was a couple years ago. And I think this is the time you would talk about it because it was typically a product that was talking about, how do you think about your life, manifestation, knowing the shadow work that you need to do. Yeah. So this is a good time to talk about it. All right, my dear friends, I appreciate everybody who came to the live today. I will be back at 4 p.m. Eastern. So if you're new to my live, make sure you go into my profile. If you click my photo up here, my mini profile is going to pop up. If you click my profile picture again, it takes you to my main profile. In the top right corner on my main profile is a bell. I want you to click that bell. That bell is where you can get notification of when I go live and when I post content. So you can see both things that I'm doing. And you always can click the bell inside the live and that'll let you know when I'm live. But I want you also to engage with the content because I also always put a lot of great information in there, especially for my new live hosts. No, how do I pin I don't think you can. Now if you can, I don't know anything about that feature. So I don't want you to be like, oh no, I seen somebody do it. I don't know nothing about that feature. If it's in here, I have not seen it yet. I don't believe you can. I think you're only pinning TikTok products, TikTok shop stuff. But if you can, I don't know nothing about it. So I haven't looked into that if that is something they've added. But because I do believe there's like a partnership now or something like that. But I don't know if you can pin the Zon in your live stream. But yeah, so just know, so just know that I will be back at 4 p.m. Eastern. And then make sure you click the bell so that you get notifications. When I go live in the 4 o'clock, I did not talk about the agency. So I'll talk about the agency a little bit more. I think there was a question about Scale Live Rewards. I'll kind of break that down for folks. We talk about all things live streaming. So just let me know if you have questions. I'm going to find out somehow. Yeah, have you seen it somewhere? You might be breaking news in this room because I have not seen anyone do it. I hadn't heard that you could do it. And so by you asking that question, I'm assuming you saw it. So maybe that's why I'm thinking that. Because I would easily have told you, no, you can't do that. But I'm assuming you saw someone do it. All right, friends. Okay, so feel free to come back at 4. Go ahead and click your points. Your points is where you're going to click the scale. I have not seen it yet. Oh, okay. Then you can't do it. It ain't doable. Hey, Kim, I'm about to leave. I appreciate you coming through. You're so sweet. He's like, let me go see Dr. Lisa. Kim, did you ever get your battles? I keep feeling bad, but I haven't heard anything that you're battling. Because I'm thinking nobody came through. But let me know. And I don't even know if Flores did. Flores, I should have asked her. Did she battle yesterday? Yes, you did. Oh, who did you battle? I missed it. God bless you and your family. Thank you so much. Did you battle while I was doing my meeting? Maybe it was when I had my meeting yesterday. The Zoom meeting. Okay. Who did you battle? You battled Carol. Okay. All right, friends. Make sure you claim your points. When you click the heart up here, you're going to go down and claim any points that you need to claim. You said, I want to battle end of the month. Okay. You know what? Let me know what date and time, Coach Jesse, because I'm collecting battles because pure intentions. And Charmaine, she said she wants to battle. I think that you want to battle this Friday. let me ask. Let me ask that. Do you want to battle this Friday? Because I think Charmaine in the agency. I haven't seen her, but I'm gonna reach out to her because I think she has a birthday this Friday and she wanted to get a battle in, but I don't think she's ever battled, so she might need to be battling somebody in the agency, just so that she can at least know how to battle. Um, I had 3 or 4 battles after the Zoom meeting. Did you really? That's right. I came when your battle was short stuff. Doctorate of PhD of philosophy in education philosophy, leadership and education. That's what it is. PhD in leadership and education, but it's a philosophy. I'm happy to battle every day, laugh out loud. He said, "Oh, okay." Is that oh, okay? No, let me know. And then Sultry Nanny, let me check with Charmaine. So let me see what exactly because I want to make sure she has it where if she's gonna try to do a battle on her birthday that she's ready to go. That she's really doing it and she knows what time and all the details. So we'll probably do it that way. All right, my dear friends. Okay, you said I'll do that. Okay. Let me check with her first. Let me check with her first. Okay. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much for the support. Does the bean game qualify as a match battle? I don't think it does, Coach Rhonda. No. Somebody else, I mean, they were swearing up and down. I would love to kind of test it out, but I don't think it does. What do you mean by count? It definitely doesn't in the live analytics of the agency. So I don't think so. But somebody said that they thought it counted for like campaigns that require you to do a match. You could do the bean game instead. So I don't know if that's the case. Somebody said it worked. So maybe it does. I go live at 5 a.m. No gym needed at 5 a.m. Okay, thank you so much, Coach. Kim Love Jones, appreciate you, friend, for those goggles. Appreciate you. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much for that. You said your diamonds count only. Um, Being game only, the diamonds count. Yes, yes. But I was saying for other, because there's a couple campaigns that require you to do a match. Like if you do like the teddy bear, one of those things with the teddy bears, the January campaigns that are like TikTok campaigns. I could have sworn that that's what they were referring to. Like, oh, when I do this campaign, when I did the Bing game, it counted for me. I think that's what I heard Glam say. Okay, I think that's what she was trying to say, but I don't know if that's true. Hey Jamie Lee, how you doing, friend? Hello, hello. How's everything going? And so if it does, then yeah, we have to test that out and see. But in most cases, it does not. A match is truly the boxing gloves. When you click the boxing gloves, that's what it should be. Great. How are you? I'm doing fine. You know what, Jamie Lee, you might know because she does a lot of battles too. Do you ever do catch the bean game? Have you played that a lot? And does that count if you're on like a TikTok campaign? Does that count as a battle? Have you ever seen people say that when they did that game instead of a boxing glove match? Oh, I'm terrible and no idea. Okay, gotcha. Okay, there we go. No idea. Yeah, somebody else said they thought that it gave them credit for it. They were playing catch the bean. You have to do the battle for the camp. So you're me and you are probably on the same page. Boxing gloves, yeah. So we're on the same page. I know matches are the boxing gloves, but somebody said, oh, when I played catch the bean, it gave them credit as if they had done a match for one of the campaigns. That's the way I understood it, but I'm not sure, and I haven't tested it out to see if that is in fact true. But I told him, I said my understanding when they say matches is always the boxing gloves. So yeah, I think we're saying the same thing. So I don't know. I don't know. I think they were possibly mistaken. Maybe they had done a match and didn't realize they'd done a match. I don't know. Thank you for the follow, T. How are you, friend? All right, friends. I'm about to head off. I've been on for 2 hours and 10 minutes, so I'm gonna get off now. I will be back at 4 o'clock. While you're on a battle, you can choose to catch the Bing option while you're on a battle, just like Rose battles. Hmm. I guess I'm confused because when you do the boxing gloves and people throw monies, yeah, I know that. While you're on a battle, I have to look and see. Huh? You're saying where you're choosing a specific gift, there's an area to put the Bing game? I have to look and see that. I'm not. So you're activating the battle mechanism. So you're clicking the boxing gloves, and under the boxing gloves, you're saying there's an option to do catch the Bing there, because you know the catch the Bing is under a different. It's under that little cube. The little half cube thing is under there for the game. But you're saying it's also under the boxing gloves. You're choosing a different type of battles. Okay. I knew you could choose the different gifts. So you're saying catch the bean is under the different types of battles where you have the what do you call it? The knights and all that stuff. Donut battles, that type of stuff. Okay. Okay, so catch the bean is under there then. So then the answer is yes then if it's under there. Okay. Okay, I know what you're saying. So you're saying catch the bean is one of those options under that listing of different types of matches you can do. Okay, then yeah, then you must be able to do it then. I was wanting to know this. Oh no, that's fine, Coach Ronnie. You're so sweet. He's like, I didn't mean to make this a cold conversation. You didn't say live now another 20, well, 12 minutes. Because it's 2:12 now. Um, so yeah, I'll take a look. Well, I have other people take a look. We'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna activate it anytime soon. I have to look next time I do a co-host. It actually increases gifting and engagement. Um, for the bean game, it does. I would agree with that. Hmm. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah. Just really quickly, friends. Thank you so much, friends who are coming in. Thank you for the repost. We were just talking about one of the features when you're in a live. So I told you guys earlier, TikTok is very dynamic. What we're talking about is some of the games that are in here. So that's what this is about. Always catch you on the end. I know. I'm coming back at 4. So I've been on since 10. So I've been on for a minute. So I'm coming back at 4 and I'll wrap up the do a part 2 conversation. So we're just talking about going live. We got you know, I'm going to send you a message. Okay, sounds good. Um, so we're talking about going live. So if you guys have questions, feel free to come back at 4 o'clock. So I'll be back at 4 and we'll talk all things going live, helping with your live stream, giving you live stream tips, and helping you to hopefully feel like you could do something radically different in this 2026 that you've never done before. You said you have a question? Okay, what's your question, friend? Jamie Lee, thank you for coming back. Thank you so much, everybody. Um, is that what you're gonna message me? Maybe that's what you're gonna message me. You have a question. Okay. Are you using TikTok Studio right now? Mm-mm. You talking about TikTok Live Studio? The live studio for live streaming. Goodbye. Thank you so much, Battlestar. I appreciate you, friend. Yeah, I'm not on my laptop. I'm on my phone. This is my phone. Hmm. I've used TikTok Live Studio. Um, Not a super fan of it. So, but Leanne, she uses it every day. Leanne, are you still here? You said that was my question. Yeah, this is my phone. Yep. Um, it doesn't offer the same features and functionality as the phone does. It's definitely a good resource for like gaming and some things that you need. Maybe a little bit more options when it comes to. You said I see Len. Yeah, so Leanne does it. You know, she does it obviously because it allows for that great visual where she can have her drawing at the top, and that's a different camera source, and she has herself at the bottom, and so she's able to engage. So I like her layout, but to me, it's almost like you need to be intentional about how you're showing your content. And so I could change to Live Studio. I've been kind of on the fence about trying it out, especially as I show different things from my phone and other features and stuff. But Again, I don't know if I do that enough, and I like the phone. So, can you elaborate on what it doesn't do? Um, Lee Ann probably could talk about some of the limitations. I know the biggest thing for me is the audio. When you have multi guests up, there's a real bad echo reverb that you get. I think that can be fixed, but I don't know if anybody has kind of figured it out yet. So to me, that's a limitation if you want to, do a regular live. Hello, Manette. How are you, friend? Happy Motivational Monday. So that's something you want to think about. I think some of it is just that it doesn't have all the different like access that you can use for your live streaming. I think there's some limitation in terms of uh, we talk about sharing your live out. We talk about people engaging your live. I don't know if you can share. Definitely on the mic. She said the Mac you can't share, but you can do it on the PC. But then there's some limitations on what's that what can be shared or how do you share it to groups and stuff. I don't think you can do that. She could talk about some of the other features that are just not there. I don't use it enough. And when I did use it, I think a total of 3 times, I just kind of stayed in like my lane. And the biggest issue was the sound. Dr. Lisa, thank you for that feedback because I've seen it a lot. Look for your message. Okay, you're welcome. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are trying to figure out ways to use it. And I think if you are okay with, you know, jumping in, using it, trying to figure out exactly how it aligns with your stream, with your live. It could work. It could be really great, you know. And I think Leanne's done well with getting it to work for her live stream with the people coming in. So it makes sense. Thank you so much. Hey Jennifer, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for grabbing that daily heartbeat. Um, I'm about to get off. I just thought about that. I said, what am I about to do? I'm about to get off. Okay, I'm gonna be back, friends. I'm gonna be back at 4 o'clock. You said, Doc, the more perspectives, the better, especially when one is coachable. Yeah, absolutely. Good morning, everyone. Have a good day, everyone. Yes, yes, absolutely. All right, friends. I appreciate everybody who came through. Thank you all for the watching, the sharing, the liking, the commenting, the engagement, the gifting, the gift gallery support. Thank you all. I appreciate the support. I will be back at 4 o'clock, so we'll talk all things live streaming then. And so until then, make sure you claim your points for the daily heart me. Definitely come back, have questions. My newbies, I want you to go live and do it scared, okay? All right, take care, friends. Bye bye. Thank you so much, everybody who's here. Thank you so much. Thank you all for the engagement and thank you for supporting the live and go live and do it scared.